Yes, yes, yes. Peace, 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 peace. That's right. Pay us in crypto, baby. All right. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Y'all filling the building. Let's get this thing straight. Okay. Give me 1 second. I got to send out some invites and all that. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Let the family fill into the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Peace to the family. Peace to the family. Give me 1 minute. All right, all right. Let's see, let's see. Here we are. I'm on Zoom tonight, trying out a new thingamajig. See how that goes. Let's go ahead and do roll call. Let me know, do y'all hear this?
To this day! To this day!
How we doing on the audio? Peace to the chat. All right. Yes, definitely Afro Thunder vibes. This is Afro Samurai and all of that fly shit. All right, loud and clear. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do the roll call. Let's do the roll call for the evening. All right, let's see who's in the building. Peace to everybody pulling up. Let's do the roll call, and then we'll get into the conversation for the evening and whatnot. Okay, we got Chesapeake in the building. Is that Chesapeake, Virginia? I'm just, I'm not too sure, but Chesapeake, shout out to Chesapeake. Moreno Valley, California is tapped in. Shout out to Khalifa. Shout out to the West Coast, AKA the left coast, AKA the best coast. See you. Fort Smith, Arkansas. Is that near Little Rock? Shout out to Fort Smith. Detroit in the building. Denver in the building. There's a slight echo. Yeah, I hear that too. Let's see. Let's turn this microphone down. Is that better? See, the thing is, I'm getting, there's a delay on my Zoom. So y'all gonna have to excuse me a little bit because it's like I'm speaking, but then I see it come through the screen a little bit later. So yeah, but hopefully I took care of the echo. Let me know if the echo is gone. We got Columbia, Mississippi in the building. We got the Orlando Massive, Wagwan. Portland, Oregon in the building. The Metro South Kakalaka in the building. We got St. Louis in this thing. Columbia, Mississippi. The Bay Area. Austin, Texas in this bish. Seattle and Houston up in this bish. New Brunswick, New Jersey. Okay. It's a 2-second delay to echoes. Let me know though, because I turned the volume down. Is the echo still there? Adams Park, Grenada, Jersey. Y'all gotta excuse me too. I pulled something in my arm in the gym, and it's I'm not gonna say the pain is excruciating, but this shit is working me, y'all. I didn't have my wife walk on my back. I'm actually in recovery right now. Like it even hurts when I sleep, but I'm not here to give y'all my pain and whatnot. I'm just saying, if y'all see me jerking my arm, I'm not trying to, when we used to be in school and we would make the farts under your arm, I'm not doing that. I'm just dealing with the pain. 773 in the building, shout out. All right, Jersey here, Virginia. All right. Peace to everybody. All right. I see you. Okay. So yeah, we got an early broadcast tonight. You know what I mean? I don't want to hold y'all up too. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. I know that 10 o'clock tonight, one of the most anticipated projects that I personally been waiting on forever is finna come out, and that's the double. I think it's a double album. I'm gonna call it a double album from Kendrick Lamar and whatnot. That drops at 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, on all streaming platforms. Inshallah. You know how that be sometimes. They be holding shit up, but inshallah, it'll drop at 10 o'clock. And we'll be able to ride out and shit. The blood moon is coming on May 15th, 16th. Yes. That's the day that we're doing this workshop. I specifically put it around the time of the 15th so we could basically tap into the energy that the blood moon will be representing. And as we can see that the shadow of this Scorpion moon is upon us. Scorpion moon, Scorpio death. I just saw an article, and we're going to talk about it a little bit today, but they said the YSL, the operation with Young Thug, that these niggas was responsible for 50 bodies. I thought it was like 1 or 2. 50. These niggas was off the chain. My goodness. 50 bodies. Okay. Oakland, California, the building. Seattle in this bitch. Seatown up in here. Fort Smith, Arkansas. Oh, that's the home of Bass Reeves. Oh, y'all shooters out there. Okay. Yes, the Ampu album is dropping as well. I can't wait to hear that. I heard a little sneak preview. You know what I'm saying? My boy is coming with it. You know what I mean? Son is definitely he's coming with that heat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ampu. I know he's been working on his music for a minute now. Florida, land of flowers. I see ya. How they said that the album gonna be mid and they didn't even hear it yet. We're not gonna do speculations. I'll be very honest though. I'm gonna be very honest when I talk about it. If the shit is mid, we're gonna say it's mid. I'm not gonna save nobody. You feel me? Like if it's mid, we're gonna keep it 1,000 and we'll be like, God damn it, shit is mid. All of this time for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, who else is gonna save the music? That's when I might have to put on the Superman cape and hop out. You know what I mean? If all doesn't go well, I have to dust off the microphone and pop out. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles, I see you. West Seattle, Philly up in this thing. Okay. All right. You said they're coming for Little Baby next. Yeah, I don't want to wish nothing on nobody. You know what I mean? I don't want to wish nothing on nobody, but these young niggas got to clean their shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have Hinesville, Georgia in the building. 912. You said your arm has been hurting really bad for the past 2 weeks. Really? Yeah, man. This thing happened. I've been going through this pain for about a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? I chalked it up to maybe I pulled something in the gym, even though I don't know the exact time when it had. Yes, that 11:11 album. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to make you my manager, Jefferson, because you stay on my heels about this, man. You keep me focused. You know, yeah, I'm gonna get into, it's hard to explain it, but when you get into album and artist mode, it's just not, me personally, I can't speak for nobody else because, I'm not making excuses. It's just that it's a mind state to be in album mode and artist mode. And when I lock into artist mode, I gotta stay there. You know what I mean? Like I have to give it about 3 months. You feel me? I would have to dedicate like 3 to 4 months just to be in strictly artist mode. Like I don't want to do no lectures. You feel me? I don't want to do nothing dealing with anything of that sort. I just want to be in strictly artist mode. I just want to do shows. I want to do visuals. You feel me? Like I want to just be locked in that mind state because my artistry deserves that. You feel me? Like I really don't want to play around with this artistry shit. That's why I just want to get low and disappear and then focus on my craft. And it's like that shit sounds good, but you would not imagine how difficult that is. I've tried to disappear, but it's the streets keep calling me. You know what I mean? Like the game keep calling me, and it's like I be wanting to disappear so bad just to get into my mode, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I got to figure this shit out, bro. I got to figure it out. Oh, y'all like the hair? No doubt. I'm selling bundles, FYI. Get this shit popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling edges. Got that good 4C. Uh-huh. I got a drop on 11/11. I know, right? Maybe I don't think the people could wait that long though. I'm not gonna be that cruel. I'm not gonna. I don't know. Maybe I'll drop a few singles and then we could just drop the album on 11/11. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna do some meditating on it. You feel me? Do what Cambada do. It's hard as fuck. I understand it's hard, man. You got a lot of responsibilities. People be needing red. I can't do what Cambada. I don't even talk to Cambada. I spoke to Cambada for the first time in like 8 months. The first time that we spoke, like he really disappears. You know what I'm talking about? He really gets low. You know what I mean? He really gets low. And I appreciate the fact that he treats his craft so serious. It's honorable and whatnot. I probably would ask the nigga, yo, how do you get so low? Like, how do you just disappear? Like, do you throw your phone away? Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it would be a huge sacrifice. It would be worth it. It's just, I'm gonna stop affirming what I can't do. I'm gonna have to rewind that and say I could do whatever I want to do. I could do whatever I put my mind to. I could do whatever spirit, leads me to do. And to be honest with you, it's, I'm really weighing it out. To be honest, I'm weighing it out. I'm really am. Like I said, I have to have a conversation with the powers that be to see, if that's something that is doable. You know what I mean? Because man, oh man, one of the things that I can say, Pat, when it comes to my enthusiasm, is that the music trumps over what it is that I'm in this space doing right now. You know, the music or the art, it's above when it comes to what really gets my heart beating and what gets my blood flowing. Is really above being in this space right here. You know what I mean? No offense to the space right here, but when you do too much of one thing, your spirit yearns for something new to kind of feed it. You know what I mean? But then when I look at the state of the music and all of the politics and all of the fun, because there's a lot of funny shit that goes on in that world. You have no idea. Huh. It's a lot of funny shit to be going on in that world. You know, a lot of D-riding and a lot of fakeness. Like it's really real when people talk about that shit. It's like competition, but then people don't want it. They don't publicly make it competition, but behind the scenes. So it's like you hop out of this shit right here. This is a quagmire, and then you hop into that shit, and it's like, so we gonna figure it out. But yeah, what's going on, y'all, man? How's everybody doing since we last linked up on Monday? You know, the news cycle has been kind of, I would say, crazy. You know, it's been consistent to what we left it at on Melanin Monday. While we were on live in real time, we got word of the indictment that was handed down to the rapper slash gang member, our good brother Young Thugger, and his conglomerate YSL. And around the same time, cryptocurrency was crashing, the market was crashing. So fast forward to today, the same fucking thing is going on. The market is still crashing, and you niggas is yelling free Thugger in them, right? Niggas is yelling free Thugger in them. And then yes, the Meg Thee Stallion, her report came out that she had glass in her feet and also bullet fragments. You know, let's be fair, okay? Let's be very fair. She didn't get popped in the foot. She got fragments of a bullet in her foot. If anybody knows anything about how that goes down, I've known people who got bullet fragments in their neck, right? And you would be like, damn, they got popped in the neck. And it's like, no, they got fragments in their neck because the actual fragments ricocheted off of a surface and it embedded in their necks, right? So when they shoot at the ground, or when the bullets ricochet off of walls, cement, metal, and things of that nature, then the fragments, you know, they sometimes lodge into your body, right? Like when they let off a grenade, you could get fragments of a grenade in your body and whatnot. That's not to say that you niggas got hit with a grenade. So she got fragments of a bullet in her foot. She didn't necessarily get popped in the foot. There were fragments of a bullet in her foot. Okay, so the word is that they were shooting at the ground. I don't know if he was trying to make her tap dance, or whoever was shooting was trying to make a tap dance, and then the fragments went in her foot. But she also had broken glass in there as well. So, you know, it's up in the air. I'm not here to publicly shame the sister. You know, she knows what happened. She was there. I wasn't. And I'll just leave it at that. What I do know, though, is, you know, she's obviously sticking or trying to stick to some type of code, right? Should we be sober to listen to Ampool and Kendrick's album to really take in the message? Being a responsible adult, you know what I mean? You know, you haven't really heard me on this platform pushing too much of illicit drug use and pharmacopoeia or any type of hallucinogens and whatnot. I'm really not trying to be the one. I don't want to become the face of that. You know what I'm talking about? What I do in my privacy and what I do in my life, I'm learning to keep that to myself, because I know my whatchamacallit. I know that I have a large impact on my peoples. You know what I mean? So I'm not really gonna push smoke, because to be honest with you, I could be like, yo, go smoke an ounce of weed and whatnot, but the weed is fucked up. You know what I mean? And I really don't know what to tell you to get some good weed and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I could say, yo, take this amount of grams and whatnot, but you know, with further review, I would highly recommend for those of you that are out here taking shroom trips to have a shaman on deck. You know what I mean? Because people have taken that shit and they trying to turn that into marijuana. You know what I mean? Well, I know you. Okay, you meant by smoking weed and what? Okay, cool. You know, but I gotta cover. I'm just covering that just because you know, I've been an advocate for it. You know what I mean? Look, there's shrooms on deck right there. You know what I mean? I don't know if the camera could see it, but I'm not going to tell you to take it. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, like I said before, I would rather do it in ceremony, not recreational, ceremony, because the ceremonial aspect of it is where you really going to tap in and get the answers that you need and shit like that. Niggas have taken this shroom shit and turned it into the new weed. And, you know, I've been in the West End, I've been running around in Atlanta and whatnot, and I'm seeing some people a little off. And I don't know what they taking. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit, the shrooms could lead to something else, you know? I don't advocate for any type of chemicals, acid and LSD and all of that shit. I'm not advocating for none of that. Other people may have, but I'm not going to be the advocate for that. You know, I've advocated for the toad, but with that, especially more so than anything, that and the ayahuasca have a shaman present. Do not get on your ego fucking trip and be like, oh, I'm God, I do this by myself. You know what I mean? Like, you know, humble yourself. The shit went down the way it went down for centuries for a reason. It was prepared by certain people, and there was certain parameters that we had to what makes you fucking special? Because it's post 2020, my nigga. Like, what makes you so special? Because you're conscious. That's ego talking. That's ego talking. Think about that. So we're not going to be so fucking arrogant that we keep bypassing and overstepping the motherfucking rules. I want to be, you know, I don't want to be unruly with my shit. I don't want to be unruly. I want to walk a certain type of line because my nigga, I had a trip a year. I discussed it on the show before, and it wasn't pleasant, you know? So I'm very mindful of the fact that motherfuckers is not going to be like, yo, Red Pill told me to do this and told me to do that. No, he didn't. Yeah, Mike Tyson is always speaking about the toad. He surely is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a hell of a motherfucking thing. The toad it's a, you know, it's an experience. It's a powerful experience. But you just got to be in the right place with the right people, you know what I'm saying, in order to do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not patient. They just want to pop out, and, you know, you could fuck around and pay the price. You know what I mean? Pay the piper. So like Kareem said, we got to respect the sacredness of the medicine. It's sacred for a reason. It's sacred. You know, even the sacraments used to be sacred, and then they turned marijuana into some super recreational shit. Is it egotistical to think you're special? Not at all, because you are special. Let's be clear. You're very special. However, it may be egotistical to think that something is sacred, that you don't have to abide by the sacredness of it. You feel me? It may be egotistical to think that something that our ancestors and people who were maybe even wiser and more special than you were following a certain type of mandate before they got into their ceremony. And you're like, F that. I'm just going to pop this shit. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Let me throw on some Young Thug and go in. That's all I'm saying. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, carry on tradition. Carry on tradition. That part. So I uploaded a video earlier today. I had a very powerful live with myself, my good brother Slice X, who may be coming through tonight to talk that shit, and brother Blue Pill and whatnot. And we were having this conversation, this ongoing conversation with about the Young Thug situation, you know, mainly because we're out here in Atlanta on the ground, and we're very aware of the impact that this culture is having on the minds of not the fucking youth. It's old niggas out here. When I don't even want to be, it's not the youth, because this is popular culture. It's having impacts on motherfucking grannies, niggas, grandfathers, fathers, sons, daughters. You got grandfathers my age. I'm in my 40s. There's grandfathers my age running these streets and whatnot. Niggas is highly influenced by the fucking music and the culture in these streets. You know what I'm talking about? So we having these conversations about it. You said alcohol and shrooms? With alcohol, shrooms, and ayahuasca? Who brought that? Who created that type of mixture? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Who came up with that type of mixture? Like, where the fuck does that come from? Because that wasn't even that. I don't even think that was a consideration when I was coming up. Like, nobody wasn't even talking like that. So that's crazy. Just a simple thought, like, you supposed to be fasting before you even do any of these sacred medicines. Like, you should not be ingesting no type of alcohol, the spirits. Shouldn't even be drinking. You shouldn't even be eating. Lord forbid you eat some flesh. You should be fasting. Your temple should be very clean. You shouldn't be busting off and whatnot, at least for about 2 or 3 days, so you could build up your chi. Once again, like I said, there's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual, step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track. Not your name. You know, we need a booklet in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? We need a booklet up in here because people is really winging it. And that's not really the way to go. Playing with your mind and your mental. Are you fucking serious? Playing around with your mind, you might not come back from one of these trips. You might come back super jacked up and whatnot. There's such a thing as psychic attacks. You go on a trip, and your inner workings is not, and you're not properly prepared on an inner. That shit could take you on a very bad trip. You could be on a bumpy ass ride and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, think airplane, and you going through a fucking thunderstorm for about an hour. And you gonna come out of that bitch super rattled and whatnot. You know what I mean? So think about that, but think about that on a psychic level, that you're going through an ill trip and it's super bumpy and whatnot, and you can't decipher reality from mental, bro. Somebody said you might come back Caitlyn Jenner. You go in there, Bruce Jenner, come back Caitlyn, my nigga. Like, come on now. Come on now. You know? So I highly advocate. I'm not telling you not to explore, right? I'm not telling you not to explore. I'm an advocate for the exploration of, you know, your inner self, your inner worlds and everything. I'm here for that. It's just that we have to do the shit more responsibly. That's what I'm an advocate for, being very more responsible about it until you become a master. And I don't know if you are the one, the shaman will have to tell you, Daniel, son, you have mastered this realm. Go forth and teach others. You know, whatever happened to certifications in our movement, or these circles and these networks, whatever happened to accreditation, you know what I mean? People dash that away, and you know what I'm saying? They just pop out and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And that's not how this thing goes. As you know, just, I might not know everything, but from where I'm standing, my standpoint, my vantage point, you know, we got to tread lightly. You know what I mean? It's very irresponsible to tell the people to just jump out there because that's how because they feel like it. You know what I mean? That's real fucking irresponsible. You know? Yeah, we need stamps. You know what I mean? We need stamps. Like this community is a lot of people coming in through the back door. It's a lot of side door activity, man. Like if these last few months haven't shown us, like the great divine is trying to speak to us. Is it not? Where are the shamans? That's a good question. Where are the shamans? You know, and that's even tricky. That's even tricky when it comes to that. I know a good brother out of Boston named Dooley, Shaman Dooley. I know Hank Risen's son. He has a few networks of some shamans because there was a shaman that I was introduced to, and you know, they was like he was a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? And his energy was super off. You know, when I was around him, I was feeling I was feeling the heebie-jeebies. I didn't know why. Come to find out, you know what I mean? His name had mud on it. You know, this is a deregulated space. Consciousness or the conscious community is deregulated. Like how they say cryptocurrency and all of that shit is deregulated. This is deregulated. There's no gatekeepers like that. There's no checks and balances. This shit is deregulated. Let's be fucking clear. You niggas think that it's regulated because of some of the people that you following and whatnot, and you believe in them. You're like, oh, they've been around for mad long and whatnot, and they, you know, they're the authorities, and that's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true. Nobody really ran anybody's credit in this whole shit right here. Niggas is deregulated. There's nobody that's answering to anybody. You could go rogue in this shit anytime you feel like it. Oh, we gonna cancel you. Nigga, I'm gonna go on Bigo and start up a new fucking, I'm gonna start a new following on one of these apps. Nigga, I'll go on Twitch and start a whole new following. I change my name on Facebook and become a whole new avatar. This shit is deregulated. Or I'll go on Vlad TV. I'll get canceled by the community, and then I'll go on Vlad, the Breakfast Club, or I'll go viral on World Star, and I'll build my following like that. That's how niggas been doing it. Deregulation. And then once they start popping, the niggas who canceled them will hop on their dicks again. That's how they doing it. Shamans get initiated. Yeah, I would hope so. I will hope if you ever sit in front of a shaman and you allowing them to talk that talk, that you have that you ask them. I don't give a fuck what they try to say. You find out who initiated them. Tell them to put them niggas on FaceTime or something. You know what I mean? Like get proof that you are sitting in front of someone who is truly initiated, because you could get taken for a motherfucking spin, and that's a fact. Don't act like you ain't see that shit happen before, because the proof is out there. Somebody asked me what crypto I'm buying. I'm Ether. I'm buying Mana. I'm buying some fucking Bitcoin, fragments of it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with the classics first, you know? I'm gonna go with the classics first, you know? The family unit is deregulated, all the way effed up. Shit is just Sodom and Gomorrah on this planet. Yeah, you know, we in the Kali Yuga, you know, shit is spiraling. You know what I mean? Shit is spiraling. You know, either you spiral with it and you become, you know, you could be in it and not of it. Obviously, some people are becoming it. They are really becoming it. They're not in it, they're of it as well. However, you have the willpower to be the observer, right? You actually came here to observe. You actually came here to experience. You actually came here to disrupt. You have the right to disrupt. You have the audacity to be a disruptor. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have the power to disrupt this bitch if you see fit to disrupt it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, catch some sand and Solana too. Yeah, sand. You know, the utilities on these things, they're going to be utilized. Like Mana, you know, is the Decentraland coin. So you know that that's not going anywhere. That's going to go back up. You know what I mean? I promise you, this market is going to rebound. Last year, this shit was going through the same thing, and people were panicking and they were uninterested. They were ready to write it off. But then look what happened. It bounced back and it had a fucking stellar run. It had a bull run. And then the people that didn't do anything was mad at anybody that was talking about it. They was unfollowing niggas that was showing that they were successful and whatnot. And now here we are again in a bear market. And you have the opportunity to go motherfucking clearance sale shopping. And in about a month or 2 months, the shit that you invested in will be booming. And then you could go ahead and do what you need to do. If you're playing this game long-term or short-term, you got the opportunity to come up. You feel me? So nothing is lost. You know what I mean? I took a beating and whatnot in my crypto portfolio, but I'm optimistic, my niggas. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going shopping. I'm going shopping. Acorn is on sale. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm going shopping. You know what I mean? And on Sunday, that's what we're going to come together and talk about in our workshop. The evolution will be digitized. We're going to come and give you the motherfucking game. How did I know that this was going to be the opportune time to have this conversation when we went ahead and put this motherfucking lecture together? What am I smoking? What kind of shrooms am I popping, my nigga, that I was able to tap into the multiverse and be like, let me go ahead and put together this digital economic lecture and whatnot. Let me go ahead and bring my good brother Slice in the building, who has the information that the people need to prepare themselves. So you are not a part of this depressing ass conversation that mainstream media is having to give you niggas FOMO and all kind of motherfucking anxiety and whatnot, because you don't understand what the fuck is going on. You're just taking their word for it, and they not coming to give you no type of power. They're going to suck the life out of you. The word is that the bear market is going to last a while. That's good. What's the problem? If the bear market lasts a while, that just means that you go shopping longer. You have the opportunity to get money in the real world, you know what I mean? And then go ahead and snatch up all of this shit at basement prices and whatnot, or low prices, and just play the motherfucking game until the shit boosts back up. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what do you have to lose at the end of the day? You feel me? What do you have to lose? Did the God Body Challenge start already? I'm confused. I thought that started around the time of the Scorpion eclipse, which is the 15th, I believe, right? Or the 16th. That's when he started it. This workshop is going to be on the 15th. So we'll be preparing you on the 15th. So when the lunar eclipse comes on the 16th, when the Scorpion moon comes, it's a blood moon. When it comes on the 16th, we'll be able to have information. We'll be charged up. We'll be able to, because knowledge is power, and not having the knowledge is no power. So if you're listening and watching the news and you don't have no knowledge of what the fuck is going on, you naturally going to feel powerless. You're naturally going to feel powerless. You're going to feel naked in this shit. Like, oh, May 14th in 2 days is when the God Body Challenge starts. Yes, I will be a part of that motherfucking challenge.
To this day.
I need it.
To this day.
You know, I need to sacrifice some fucking food and whatnot so I could manifest the things that I need, because, you know, I'm in need of some shit right now. You know what I mean? Like, summer is around the corner. There's a lot of shit that needs to be done in Atlanta. There's a lot of moves to be made. And you know me, I don't ask nobody for shit. So I'm going to ask the universe. I'm going to manifest through the universe. I'm going to affirm that they send me some things that I need. I need some tools. I need some resources. And I need some doors to open up. You know what I mean? Because I got moves to make. You know, I need some motherfuckers to, you know, I need some shit to clear up. You know, it's cool if you don't never need the money or have to liquidate. That's why I say don't put your whole life savings. Nobody is telling you to put your whole life savings. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor and all of that good shit. You know how that goes. You have to put the disclaimer out there. Yeah, like I said a minute ago, if it's a long bear market and you're able to get extra money on the side, the money that you have on the side, if you have it to invest, right? Instead of buying the shrooms or the weed or the liquor or the sneakers or the motherfucking jeans or the hair hats. You know what I mean? Look at me. I don't even have a shape up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to sacrifice one thing in order to get another. That's the best money that you can invest, the shit that you sacrifice, because that when that shit flips, you know what I mean? It gets you, it makes you feel good. That's a better feeling than some shit that you just throw in. And it's like, you didn't even do anything for the money. Like you didn't sacrifice it, just whatever. You know what I mean? So once again, we want our money to grow, right? We want our money to grow. So let's plant these seeds the same way that the farmers plant the seeds for the harvest and whatnot. I'm looking at this like a harvest or a pregnancy, okay? Or a pregnancy. You plant that seed and you wait 9 months for that motherfucking that star seed to come up out of the womb and whatnot. You plant that seed and a whole life that will change your life for the better and steer. I mean, I'm talking about the impact of what a whole human being on this planet that you fathered. You know how powerful that is? So if you have the patience to watch that baby grow in the stomach, then you also have the patience to watch them shit coins grow in your motherfucking crypto wallet. What did Ghostface say? It was a line that he say about the seeds in the 9 months. You know, I'm forgetting my Wu-Tang lyrics. I need to get recalibrated with my Wu-Tang lingo. But yeah, you know, we are in, it's the summertime and it's around the corner. You feel me? We are in festival season. I would highly suggest it. All of my entrepreneurs out there, you know, my holistic entrepreneurs, you know, here's some voodoo, you know what I mean? Here's some good luck. I hope that you have a motherfucking vision in your dream to create a product line, something that will help you with an extra income stream. You know what I'm saying? So you could tap into the abundance, you know what I mean? And get your motherfucking bread on. That part. You know, that part. We in festival season. We in festival season. There's festivals in New York. There's festivals in Atlanta. There's going to be festivals for Juneteenth. There's a lot of shit going on in a lot of places. California's got some things going on. I think it's the Disclosure Fest. Arizona got some shit popping off. Texas got some shit popping off for Juneteenth. New York got some shit popping off for Memorial Weekend. Malcolm X weekend is the Malcolm X Fest in Atlanta. It's festival season. So here you go. There's the opportunity for you to flip $300, $400, $500 into about $2,500, $3,000. If you know, if you have a product or a service, fellas. You know what I mean? Go and get your Reiki certifications, get your massage certifications, and get to massaging. This nigga's going viral on my Instagram page for massaging the goddesses. That's what they want. They look like they enjoy it. You know what I'm talking about? Get your certification because you just don't want to be winging it and whatnot. Go get your Reiki certifications, brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Get the fucking table, break that shit out, take your shirt off, my niggas. If you tat it up, that's a plus. And get to massaging. Get to massaging. You got 20 days to shed 230. You can hit me up. I can help you with that. You know what I mean? We got products. We got a whole product line. Mama Pill. She got the whole product. We'll burn that off real quick. You know what I'm talking about? We'll burn that off real quick. You won't even have to get the BDL. You know, brothers who are fit, right? The brothers, see, this brother said that he wanted to shed some pounds. For my brothers who are ill with the calisthenics, the pull-ups, you know what I mean? You may have a nice build, the athletic build and whatnot. You could get certified and be a trainer. You could train online and go live and whatnot. You could set up shop in a gym in whatever city that you live in. There's bags to that. You know what I mean? There's opportunity to that. You know what I'm talking about? Especially for my vegan brothers who could teach the other vegan brothers how to get bulked up and how to get fit and whatnot. That's a very lucrative opportunity. You know, you trying to gain, that's not very hard. Drink smoothies with bananas, avocados, and oats in it. Go and get Supernova's super mega greens, right? I was on super mega greens and Hawaiian rolls. I was like 190, my nigga. You know, I had to lose some of that weight because that shit was real heavy on me. I was like 190. This was around, I was just right before I left Connecticut, my nigga. Like my stomach was looking crazy. Should you quit McDonald's? Ain't they doing tarot card readings in McDonald's? You should just start reading tarot cards in McDonald's if you're already there, my nigga. You halfway there. You know what I'm talking about? Just start reading tarot cards. Like, you know, tell them to open up that income stream. Because they doing tarot card readings in McDonald's during the retrograde. How about it? Yeah, push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. You know, get you some of this gold water. This helps with energy and whatnot. You know what I mean? You definitely want to put some gold back into your body. A lot of water, a lot of water. How tall am I? I'm like 6'1". A lot of water. That's good, especially for the summer. You do not want to dehydrate. But yeah, stick to the calisthenics. You know what I'm saying? Um, People advocate heavy lifting and shit like that. If you really want to get cut up and blow up and everything, you could go heavy lifting. But my whole thing at the end of the day is inner strength over everything else. You ever seen them old men from the Caribbean and whatnot, them old Jamaicans and shit like that, and Bajans and whatnot? They be mad little, even down south, but they could knock a horse out. They could knock a fucking horse out. Yes, I almost forgot to say, in your smoothie, of course, how silly of me. Put some of that CMOS gel in there. Put some of that CMOS gel. Nah, you niggas do not need to be eating no McDonald burgers, man. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I hope that you trolling. We don't advocate no McDonald's hamburgers. That's not what's up. Like, we not doing that. No. Hell to the no. We not doing that. If you work at McDonald's, please don't eat anything in that bitch. I would highly recommend that you avoid eating any of that. Don't do that. If you got to pay the bills and get a check, you know what I mean? Your brother Red, I'm never going to stop you from getting to your bread and whatnot. Do what you got to do. I don't look down on anyone's means of getting to their bag, right? I'm not in a position to look down on anybody's means to how to feed themselves and their family. How do you get your energy back? Once again, go and work out. Get in the sun, go and do some push-ups with your shirt off in the sun, the rising sun. Go and jog, right? Get your jog on. Hold on a minute. Yo. Ludowski. All right, back to the God. Where is he at? So if you want to get if you're saying that that you don't have energy, I'm here to say I fully understand where you're coming from, right? But if you are near any water, you want to get into that water, you want natural sunshine, right? You want some natural sunlight. You want to do pull-ups, you feel me? You want to get some of this gold water, right? And I don't get paid. I'm not a paid advertiser. You definitely want some sea moss. One of the reasons why you don't have energy is because you're probably wasting your chi and whatnot. You might not have your chi intact and whatnot. So you have to be, they trolling. You gotta be very mindful of that, and man, yeah, that part, man. That part. Do your sit-ups and shit. You feel me? Go jogging, get into nature. Nature is gonna give you your energy back. That's a fact. Nature is gonna help give you your vigor. It's gonna help give you your energy back. So you don't really gotta worry about that. You smell me? But the sun is out. How about libido? Yeah, you need some libido, sea moss, do some fucking squats, work on your glutes, my nigga. All of that shit in that area of your legs, right? That's where your glutes, which is like, above your legs. Get all of that worked out. How they got all of that shit on Instagram, the Tonkat Alley. Who uses that, this in the chat. Any of you niggas use that? I know that maca root is good. The maca root is good. That shit increases libido. Sea moss helps to increase libido. Yes, grounding, niggas said watch porn to increase your libido. Come on, fam. You trolling right now? What are you doing? Go grounding, right? Work on your electric body. Somebody said hug a tree. Definitely hug a tree. Definitely hug trees, ground, and sun gaze. I'm not saying that because the shit sounds cool and it sounds, no, it's real. It's real. You skinny from stress, you want 15 pounds by the Essence Festival. Fam, you could do that. That's not even hard. Are you serious? That's not hard at all. You could easily put on 15 pounds by July. You know what I'm talking about? You could easily do that. Once again, get your push-up on. If you skinny and whatnot, get on your calisthenics and go and get that Supernova Super Mega Greens. Go to his website. Go on Instagram. Find Supernova. Be like, Red Pill sent me. You feel me? Red Pill sent me. And he'll take care of you, right? But it's all mental. You gotta get your mind right. You really gotta want this shit. Yeah, horny goat weed, black maca. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is a go for your libido, my nigga. Lion's mane for the brain. You know what I mean? The Shilajit. I used to fuck with that. The Shilajit. Is it okay to give boys ages 10 and 14 maca root? Yeah, you finna be a grandparent soon, though.
To this day. To this day.
You don't got a problem with that. If you don't got a problem with that, you know what I'm talking about. Weed suppresses your appetite. It calms you. Yeah, it's definitely a calming. It's very calming and soothing and whatnot. You have to know the difference between the sativa and the indica. But you could put that on. You could put that weight on without eating without being a carnivore, without eating flesh. You know, you could definitely chickpeas, oatmeal. Uh, let's see, shit like that. Supernova Slum, he's on Instagram. I don't know his website off the top of my head, but you can find him on Instagram easily. Supernova Slum. Inbox him. Yo, Red Pill sent us over here. I want the super mega greens. I'm trying to put some weight on. I'm trying to get some energy up for the summer. You know, all of those things that you heard me talking about. He'll take care of you. You know, he'll be able to take care of you. So you good. But you know, I'm not going to tell you not to give your 10 and 14-year-olds the maca root. If you want to start them off now with the maca, why not? You was doing pull-ups and hurt your shoulders. It's been 18 months and you ain't healed. Wow. You know what? You tore your rotator cuff, bro. That's what I was telling the wife. I'm like, yo, it might be the rotator cuff, but as you can see, I'm rotating my cuff and it's not hurting and whatnot, but the pain that I have, it's not even like I could touch the muscle. It's deep, deep, deep. So I'm going to get somebody to work on my fascia. You know what I mean? I'm going to get somebody work on my fascia. Are you trying to lose weight? Yeah. Cascara sagrada, right? That's something that will clean you out, but it's going to make you gripe. What is gripe? That means that the shit feels like somebody is squeezing your fucking intestines. Griping is almost like cramping. It's not the best feeling, but it's going to get you, it's going to get you out. It's going to get whatever's in you out. Some of us will I recommend cleaning the parasites or the worms out of us, because you could wind up having a very hard time mentally trying to lose the weight when you have these parasites that are somewhat controlling your thoughts. So you're going to have this tug of war, this inner war with these inner fucking parasites that are going to have you basically like at the fucking cookie cabinet, you know what I mean? At the cookie jar, fighting these urges to have these late night snacks and these comfort foods and your sweet tooth and all of this stuff. And sometimes that's not you, that's the parasites. And you could be bone skinny, you know what I mean? You could be 90 pounds dripping wet and be filled with parasites. It's not a weight thing. It's not a weight thing. Yeah, Brother Rich, he's coming back. They tried to penalize the God, pause. I think he'll be back Friday and whatnot. He had a Valentine. Dr. Valentine said something on the show that alerted the algae rhythm and whatnot. They try to, penalize the brother for that, but he's good though. I spoke to him the other day. He's good. He's just keeping, he's just staying focused, working and not twerking, you know what I mean? Working and not jerking, you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he needs to do. So look out for Brother Rich, the returner. He's gonna come back even harder, you know what I mean? And he's gonna Hulk smash this thing. So Brother Rich is good. No worries. No worries. No worries. You smell me? I'll tell him that y'all was asking about him and whatnot. Pluto ski. But because I don't want to repeat the narrative that we had earlier on IG. That was a powerful narrative that we had about hip hop and shit like that. Y'all could go into the archives and check that out when you finish watching this tonight. Me, Slice, and Blue Pill, we was going in. We was touching on some very, 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 we was having high level conversations. You know what I mean? Like Keys talk about, we was having some high level conversations. What are the keys to semen retention? Shit, you tell me. Nah, it's a skill set. You know what I mean? It's a skill set. You know what I'm talking about? It's definitely a skill set. It has a lot to do with your mental. You know, it has a lot to do with your mental. You know, you gotta have to be able to resist the urge. And that's one of the strongest urges that you're gonna ever feel in your life. And that's to basically shoot your load, you know. The shit it's a task though, you know what I'm saying? Like you might not get it the first 800 times. But if you stay on it, you know what I'm talking about. If you stay 10 toes down, once again, don't skip leg day. Work on your glutes, my nigga. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of back energy. You know what I mean? It has a lot to do with the strength in your motherfucking back and your legs, and you know what I mean. Have a lot to do with your mind state. You got to gas yourself up and be like, yo, this is about her. You feel me? This is I'm here to deliver you. You know what I'm talking about? You got to tell your whiz, I'm here to deliver you. You know what I mean? I'm here to make sure you get to where you got to go, and you know I'm gonna tap out after that. You know what I mean? You know, but you got to talk to her about that because you know that could fuck with her whatchamacallit, her self-esteem. That could fuck with her self-esteem because she want to get you there too. She want to finish you off. You know what I mean? She want to kill you. You know what I'm talking about? She want to see you know, she want to see that, you know, she want to take you down. She want to snatch your soul. So you got to explain to her what's going on and whatnot and be like, it's, you know, it's not because there's something wrong with you that I'm not arriving the way that I should be, but you know, I'm holding on to this. You know, I'm holding on to this. So it's mental. It's definitely mental. You know what I mean? You will become Daniel's son once you get that shit mastered and whatnot. Become Daniel's son. You know? You only on day one right now. I mean, it's one day at a time, my nigga. You got to start somewhere, right? You're gonna be when it comes to retention, it is a one day at a time type of thing. You could be master fucking Miyagi and be, you know what I mean, and be 8 months into this shit, and then one day you slip up. You know what I mean? So it is it's really a day by day thing. You is only as good as your last episode, my nigga. But the perks to that, especially in the summertime when the sun is beaming and when you are highly magnetic, my genius, the perks to that. And this is what you also got to tell yourself, that the perks outweigh the instant gratification of the moment of basically spilling your seed, right? Be like, yo, yes, that'll feel great. I'll feel awesome and whatnot. But if I'm able to hold on, the perks to that is godhood, because that's really on some godhood shit. That's how you step into that motherfucking light. And don't be hard on yourself if you slip up. That's the worst thing. That feeling that you be having when you slip up, you want to just hang from the fucking ceiling. You know, don't be hard. Forgive yourself. You know what I mean? Forgive yourself. Don't curl up in the corner. Forgive yourself. You know? Don't be so hard on yourself. Pause, but forgive yourself. You know what I mean? And the next time, approach it like a fucking master. Tongue on the roof of your mouth, breathing, right? I had read this book, The Superior Man, and he talked about it. You know what I mean? He had talked about it, and I was like, okay, you know, try this out. You know what I mean? You know, hot and cold showers. Like, my nigga, this shit is a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if it was easy, everybody be glowing. Talk about it. If it was easy, niggas will all be looking like glowworms in these scrates, but it's not. You know, but it's not. How long does it take for the glow? I can't tell you, bro. I have, you know, I really can't say. It's a work in progress. It is a work in progress. You begin to feel great about yourself. You begin to feel more confident about who you are. And that inner reflection begins to reflect outside of you. Okay? that begins to reflect in your glow. You know what I mean? Treat yourself good, and you know, you'll see the results of that. You feel me? And I'm don't get it fucked up, my nigga. Like, I'm not here to say like I'm just, you know, I'm well balanced. Like, I treat myself good, but then sometimes I cheat myself. You know, if you glowing and you stressed, that's a good thing. That means to show you that there's balance in this thing, my brother or my sister, that there's still balance. You could still be stressed. That's not going to turn your lights out, right? You're not going to be dim. It's not going to necessarily dim your lights. That don't think because you have anxiety or stress. Somebody told me that depression is when you think about the past, and anxiety is when you fucked up thinking about the future and whatnot. Do not allow false expectations appearing real to fuck up your glow. Do not allow little things like being behind on bills and whatnot, heartbreak, losing a loved one, breakups, all of these other things to fuck up your glow. Do not allow that shit to pull you into a place and have you forfeit your motherfucking glow.
To this day.
Don't do it.
To this day.
That's a double body. That's a double homicide. You get killed twice in that reality. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Use the L for a lesson. Okay? There's no L's, my nigga. There's only lessons. Use it to strengthen yourself. Use it to pick yourself up. Somebody stunning on you, my nigga, go hit the gym, get your shit together, and go stun on them. You know what I mean? Use it to strengthen you. I promise you, it sounds good. You know what I mean? Easier said than done. However, it's doable. Take your mind out the motherfucking gutter, because what's happening is that you're allowing whatever these temporary circumstances are to pull you deeper into the sunken place. And that's when your ass is going to get checkmated. You have to rise above the fuckery. It's only a test. The same way that if we was all in the gym and the motherfucking weights was stacked mad heavy against us and whatnot, niggas is wobbling and all of that. Oh my goodness, the weights. Yeah, nigga, that's called pressure. And if you're able to work with that pressure, and if mentally you could overcome that pressure, there's rewards on the other end of the barbells. Don't let pressure break you. Pressure actually gets you buff. Somebody asked about the glow. The glow is behind the pressure. That's where the glow is at. You know what I mean? The glow is when you overcome some of that pressure. And you're allowed to slip up a few times, because as long as you open up your motherfucking eyes the next day, right, you have the opportunity to win. You have the opportunity to win. Destiny, if you are here as the mod, can you pin the Cash App? Because I don't have access to scroll this shit right now. I'm not inside of the StreamYard. I'm on Zoom. Yeah, pressure really busts pipes, and it do bring diamonds. You'll be in the gym wobbling like, oh my goodness. You be on you ever been with a trainer and you wanted to stab the trainer because the trainer is like getting on your nerves? The trainer is like stepping on you. The trainer is like your fucking nemesis at the moment when you fucking you know what I mean, when you're on your last push-up and whatnot. But that motherfucker makes sure that you do it. And then afterwards, when you go home and you hit the shower and whatnot, you throw the coconut oil on and you like, nigga, I could see the results. I could see the fucking gain. And then you send a text to the trainer. You know what I mean? With the money emoji, like, nigga, I'm getting money. So sometimes we need others to push us, like the trainers, right? The person who may have stressed you out, that could be your equivalent to your trainer. So I'm saying all of that to say that we have the opportunity to bounce back from whatever we're going through, because it is a natural occurrence for us to go through some shit. There's all kind of shit going. We're in a retrograde, by the way, BTW. We're in a retrograde. We just came out of a hard fucking winter. Wait a minute. Can I remind you? They've been trying to kill us and drill us for 2 years now.
To this day.
You could be stressed out.
To this day.
Don't buy into all of that manicured Instagram with these niggas with the fake teeth and whatnot, acting like life is great, my nigga, because niggas is getting challenged at every turn. Straight like that. Family members, baby mamas, niggas on your day ones is acting like day twos and whatnot. You feel me? Workers, co-workers. You feel me? Your fucking crush, she's running around in Dubai with Arabs and shit like that. Like, it's crazy shit going on in these fucking streets. Don't let it get to you. You don't want to be one of them niggas that I talk about when I come back from New York and be like, this nigga was on the train, on the couch, smoking an L, playing with himself. You know what I mean? At 42nd Street during rush hour. Like, don't lose it, my nigga. Because if you lose it, you can't get it back. You know? Yeah, make sure y'all hit up that Cash App, Stream Chasers with a Z, as in zebra. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. But one of the things that I learned to do is to welcome the challenges. And so, because we're not prepared sometimes to be fucking rattled. We're not prepared to be challenged. We're not prepared to go through these dark fucking days. We're not prepared for the hero's journey and whatnot.
To this day.
You know what I mean? We don't be prepared for that. Day. You could be Young Thug though. You could be fucking Gunna. You could be the other 28 niggas on the indictment that got to sit down for 2 or 3 years before they see a fucking judge and fight their case. You know what I mean? You could be one of the 50 niggas that they drilled in the streets and whatnot. Your life could be, you could be Tevin Samuels. You know what I mean? There's so many people that they're showing you examples of that you could switch places with if you really think that this shit is that hard and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Because at the end of the day, it is all in your mind. See it as a challenge. See it as an opportunity to prove to yourself your real strength, because we hit the gym and we do pull-ups and push-ups, and that's cute and everything. That's not your real strength, though. That's not your real strength. Your real strength is right here. It's in your mind. Do I think they're going to tell? I think if anybody tells, it's going to be Gunna. I mean, it's written all over his face. No, I'm just saying, with any trial dealing with murder, that's 3 years automatically, 2 to 3 years. I was on Rikers Island. Niggas was sitting up for 4 before they went to see the judge. You know, if you don't get that bail, that bond and whatnot, you finna just, you know what I mean? Get your slippers. You know what I mean? Get your books right so you could get your commissary, my nigga, and start drawing and doing push-ups or something. You know what I mean? Start writing rhymes, because you finna sit down for a minute. Yeah, Gunna's definitely gonna tell. I'm gonna put like 8 tubs of sea moss on that nigga. I'm gonna hedge my bet that if anybody runs and talk and run, go tell that, my nigga, is gonna be him. He just got denied bail, so it's too early for him to break and whatnot. But you know, them people, they've been dealing with breaking people for a long time. They could sniff and tell who's built like that. And somebody said that he already told before. He did a Crime Stoppers commercial. Yeah, he's finna tell. If they don't get this nigga bail, he finna tell. Casanova, he copped out 5 to 60. He's facing 5 years to 60. Got a long record and whatnot. He's about to get 25, and I don't wish nothing on nobody and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But you know, what the fuck? I've been here for a minute. You know what I mean? This is a revolving door. Niggas get locked up every day, B. Like, let's stop playing. Niggas get locked up every day. When they lock a nigga up who was out here selling cookies with the Girl Scouts, you feel me, and was mowing niggas' lawns for free and helping people out, and you know what I'm saying, and doing Taibo for senior citizens, then I'll be like, free the homie and whatnot. But there's karmatic effects to playing that game. There's karmatic effects. There's effects playing this game that I'm in right now. It's called political prisoner, and they'll throw a nigga like me under the motherfucking jail. They'll put me in a shoe, in a box, like they did the Panthers and other people who they called them behavior modification. They gave my good brother Huey P. Newton a lobotomy. They went into his brain. You understand what I'm saying? They gave him a lobotomy inside of the pokey, my nigga. And they called it behavior modification. They try to go in his brain and switch the fucking revolutionary in him off. So I'm fully aware of the fact that the record industry is in bed with the federal government, and they allow Memphis to be what it is. They allow New York to be what you saw it in real time, yet and still you might act like you don't see what the fuck you saw. They allowed the shit to fall. They allowed it to go into, they allowed the drill shit to proliferate, and they allowed when all of the marching was going on and the police was like, we not policing no more. What do you think that was about? They allowed it to collapse. Because if you watch The Wire and whatnot, what was that? Amsterdam? What was that? Hamsterdam? Like, they allow certain things to take place in order to justify budgets, funding. Then you niggas was talking about defund the police. They was like, oh, cool. We're gonna let the violence and the bodies pile up, and then we'll see what you niggas is talking about. And then a report came out that no police got defunded. They actually got more money than they was getting before. So come on, man. Come on, man. This is all by design. They signing people. It's like I said it before. If there's a war on drugs, right? How the fuck they giving drug dealers $10 million contracts? It's like saying there's a war on terror and then they sign Osama Twin Laden. Come on now. What are you talking about?
To this day.
That couldn't happen during the war on terror. There's a war on terror and they signing terrorists. Yo, we got these niggas from Afghanistan is nice and whatnot. We're gonna sign them to Colombia. Niggas will be like, wait, what? That's the same way that the black community, if the niggas really cared, would have been like, how you signing drug dealers and you got a war on drugs? But we know the war on drugs is really a war on black people and niggas in our hoods and whatnot. You turned it upside down and whatnot. And then you went ahead and you threw billions of dollars at these fucking artists and whatnot. Even though I might not agree with the approach, Dolores C. Tucker had a fucking point. She just aligned herself with the wrong people. And Tupac had to throw her under the bus. Look how they allowed, Vietnam veterans to the shit that they just sat back and allowed to happen with some of our parents, with some of our uncles and aunts and family members and grandparents and whatnot, with the scourge of drugs. You feel me? In our neighborhoods, and the CIA being behind the proliferation of that. This is a fucking op. Niggas is talking about they got ops. Well, Ronald Reagan got ops too. You know what I'm talking about? Oliver North had ops too. George Bush, George G.W. They had ops, you know what I mean? And they spun the block about 1 million times. And then they put TNT on you niggas. And now the hood is dilapidated and then it's regentrified. You can't even afford to visit the hood. Niggas is charging you at the gate like it's the Bronx Zoo, nigga. Nigga, I tried to go to the Atlanta Zoo the other day. These niggas want a elbow to get in there. I'm like, for stolen animals? Come on, Amari. You're gonna go play with the pigeons, nigga. They charging too much to see stolen animals. They charging you to just go in the hood these days, man. Like, I ain't with it. So in the midst of all of that, we have solutions. Because if nothing shows you that this game that niggas been trying to play and you wasn't built for the streets, You wasn't built for the drug game. You wasn't built for the gang. You just everybody not built for that. It's built. It's maybe 1 out of 8. You niggas got face tats because you was mad at your parents or Lil Wayne influenced you. Not a face tat pedigree. It's not your fucking life. You know what I'm talking about? You're not gang like that. A lot of our people, like Blue Pill broke down earlier, the younger generation, I could see why they ganged up. They need that. That's brotherhood to them. They don't have fathers. They brothers got killed and whatnot during the crack era. They fathers and their uncles is in jail. A lot of them. They saw the heinousness in the adults that came before them. You know what I mean? You don't think the niggas in my age group was showing out in front of babies in the 90s doing heinous shit to their parents? You don't think that these children remember that? You people be forgetting what the fuck was going on because we be getting soothed by entertainment. The entertainment soothes us. It's soothing us. We get entertained by the BT Awards and all of that. That's the fluff. That's the fucking smoke and mirrors because it takes away the pain from the horrors that we seen. That was helping to desensitize us and dehumanize us. Niggas went through some real dark fucking days out here, right? And the way to desensitize us, give them some fucking designer. You know what I mean? Give them some designer weed. Give them some Jordans. All of that shit is band-aids for our people. If we didn't have these trinkets, we would be going more crazier, more fire. But they give us all of these they dangle all of these carrots in front of us that, this new movie is coming out. You niggas want to drink this new liquor? Oh, it's a new flavor. Oh, this new club is coming out. Oh, this new song is coming out. Oh, this new concert is coming up. All of these little fucking trinkets and whatnot. To do what? The shit is just basically numbing us to the pain of the horrors that we were seeing in our motherfucking lives through the shit that was going on in the motherfucking hoods. Some of us want to run and get out of these hoods. Some of these people sold their souls to get out of the hood. Some of us sold our souls to get out of the hood. Some of us start swirling to get out of the hood. Some of us became the po-po and informants to get out of the hood because of what the hood did to us. There's a love-hate relationship with the hood because the hood don't love us. Never did, never will. And we love the hood. And the ritual perpetuates itself. When you niggas celebrate Thanksgiving, Columbus Day, all of these fucking curses and whatnot, we keep blanketing ourselves with these spells and shit like that, saying, we woke and we up, but you niggas is celebrating Thanksgiving, Columbus Day, Halloween. We all schizophrenic. Like Kendrick said, we hypocrites. We contradict ourselves all the time. So what happens? We going through all of these things. So these young men, right? Like the youth that are growing up in Chicago, the youth that are growing up in Atlanta, you know what I mean? Who are looking at the older generation as what? As role models and whatnot. And what are the old generation showing them? They're showing them they don't give a fuck about them. Let's be clear. Where's the love? There is no love. Yo, sell this pack for me. Yo, shorty, sell that box for me. Yo, little man, go and shoot something for me. Our OGs didn't even handle us like that. They didn't take all of us and throw us to the fucking wolves. They picked a few of us to sacrifice. They at least allow some of us to survive. As it got more darker, right? They start throwing everybody to the fucking fire. So they gang now. And they really killing shit. And like Blue Pill said, they're numbing themselves with these barbiturates, with the opiates and whatnot. They're numbing themselves with the syrup, with the fucking, with the bars and with the pills and shit like that. We don't see that. So it's like I can't even sit here and try to clown a YSL. I can't sit here and clown a little baby and all of them. I can't sit here and clown the drillers and whatnot and the killers and the $100 billers and the shooters. I'm not here to clown any of them. I'm here to let them know, nigga, I understand what the fuck y'all are going through. I understand your rites of passage and whatnot. And y'all, you know, y'all didn't come out of anywhere. You got your marching orders from the niggas that came before you. And they wasn't necessarily, you know, they didn't set up anything in your names and whatnot. They didn't put you niggas in a trust fund. They didn't set up a Fortune 500 company so you can inherit it and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? They didn't come up with, these niggas in the hood wasn't teaching these little niggas courses. They wasn't developing courses and curriculums to show them the way. The courses and the curriculums is DJ Drama screw tapes, DJ Clue mixtapes. That's the course and that's the curriculum. Minister Society, Boys in the Hood. That's the course and the curriculum. All of that shit that BT be showing at night. That's the curriculum. Some of the OGs are coming home and trying to correct their wrongs. And I remember on a show before I threw them under the bus, but I take that back. As a grown man, I commend them. Whatever it fucking takes for all of the OGs coming home after doing 30 and 40 and 20 and whatnot. If you come home and you want to turn this thing around and you have the testicular fortitude to stand before your children and the generation that comes after you and tell them that this is not the way, I commend you and I will help you in any way possible. I will lend my platform, my voice, my image, and my energy, because at the end of the day, if I only influence one, I'm not here to save the world. I'm not nobody's savior. I could influence though. I could plant seeds. I'm the red pill. So if I could help one person out of that younger generation, and I've helped millions already, but if I could only help one more, then I'm here for it. You know what I'm talking about? It's giving me. It's not giving me savior, you know what I mean? But it's giving me responsible. I'm raising children. I have a responsibility. I will never turn my nose up and just let these little ones that I fathered, you know, venture forth into this fucking madness, this multiverse of madness, and just be like, yo, find your way. You know what I mean? Get your bump and bruise on and whatnot. Find your way. I would rather say, you know what? I would give all that it takes right now to build up a network and to motherfucking, you know, and to carve my name into stone and whatnot. So even if I'm not here for the long run, my legacy will be able to cloak and to protect anybody that walks around with my last name. At the end of the day, you niggas will respect that because I respected this shit when I was here. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I got receipts. And I understand the fact that the fathers are missing and the brothers are missing and the uncles is missing. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to step into that motherfucking space and be the big homie and be the big brother and whatnot and be the uncle and to be very transparent and let these niggas know, look at my rap sheet. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm still dealing with shit to this day, my nigga. But with that being said, it should allow you some comfort room to move around with, because motherfuckers don't be wanting to come in some of these spaces because they think it's too highfalutin where everybody's running around on some no-tep, hotep perfection shit. And they don't feel comfortable because they know that they not perfect and they got a lot of shit to work through. And they be like, nah, I can't even stand in the room with y'all niggas because I don't got the glow. I don't feel perfect. I don't feel like I'm guarding enough. No, little man. I used to sit in them lectures with master teachers smelling like McDonald's and fucking mid in Arizona weed, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't let that stop me. I went to go see Dr. Sabi in California right after a meow. from Vegas. We did a hit, nigga. We had $40,000 worth of stolen shit. And I pulled up and I was selling shit right in Sabi's office. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, don't let nothing stop you. Don't think that you know what I mean? And I was being judged, but I just didn't give a fuck. I was that far out. This was like the year 2000. Let me just put that on the record so you niggas don't think I was out there acting crazy. But I was knee deep in this shit. I didn't even know I was doing anything wrong. You know what I'm talking about? So in this post Kevin Samuels world, you know, the Godfather is no longer with us. But what he did show me is that the opportunity for us to have a dialogue, right, exists, right? The opportunity for us to answer questions, right? Because remember, he was an image consultant, right? He wasn't a relationship expert. He was an image consultant. And motherfuckers was pulling up to his show, asking them about their image. Yo, can you give me a rating? Rate me from 1 to 10. And he was being blunt and he was being cold-hearted and he was giving him his delivery. Blue Pill summed it up excellently in the video that we did today. So I'll let y'all go and see that. So, you know, just follow what the fuck he was saying, you know what I mean? Because he says things in ways that only he can say it, right? So what we are here to do is to have our own conversation. I'm not here to follow no man, right? I'm here to build my own bridge and whatnot. And I'm realizing that there's an opportunity to have a very, very transparent conversation with both genders, all age brackets, from grandmothers all the way down to the little ones and whatnot. And we have the opportunity to build. The hip hop industry is failing us, right? It doesn't have a foundation to which to stand on. This is the deaf culture and whatnot. So we are within the deaf culture, but we're not dead. What we're doing is representing a certain type of life that can exist inside of the deaf culture, that when people that are in the deaf culture hear us and see us, they could see a level of life in us and be like, yo, I aspire to be like that. I'm fed up with this shit. I've tasted it enough, because I promise you, when I was outside and when I was in the streets, it was only after I tasted enough and I got tired of this shit that I was like, all right, I'm ready to change. And it took, my brother was trying his best to pull me out of a grave for years on years on years. Me and him had confrontations that went physical because I would not give up the fucking spell. The spell was very thick on me. You understand? I could relate. I was very hard-headed. And I'm still hard-headed to a degree. You know what I'm talking about? But I already know what it takes, and I know how deep the spell is, and I know how this shit is. I know how strong the allure is. But I promise you, there's mad people that's like, yo, I'm ready to do something different. The L that these niggas took is a lesson for me, because I don't want to be charged with the RICO. I don't want to lose custody of the children. I don't want to be away from my loved one. You know what I mean? I don't want to get taken away from that WAP. Oh, to be in that fucking drop. No, there's certain people that cherish the life that they have and their setup in their family and their loved ones, and they don't want to be kamikaze, and they're not necessarily suicidal to where they just want to throw it all away. But to get to the level of where we're at, that's a long ass walk. That's a long walk to even expect somebody to go on that walk. But I promise you, the path, that road less travel is a crowded road right now. It's a lot of people that are walking on that path, right? There's a lot of people that's walking on that path. Don't get it fucked up and misconstrued. There's a lot of people that's walking this path, is coming this way, right? So one of the main reasons why I decided to do this workshop called The Evolution Will Be Digitized is because when I looked around, I'm like, look, man, there's a lot of opportunities that are drying up, right? There's a lot of old shit like the streets, like drug dealing, like throwing fucking bricks and you know, like throwing bricks, like taking penitentiary chances, like riding around with work and whatnot, like kicking people's doors down and tying them up, like working 9 to 5 at McDonald's and shit like that, like just sitting around not doing anything. I'm like, look, opportunities are opening up the same way that opportunities are drying up. And one of the most glaring opportunities that I can see in the last 10 years is the fact that the evolution has been digitized. There's something called a digital economy. You could be on TikTok right now if you're a good dancer and go viral. You could be on TikTok and take a lot of information that you've been receiving from all around YouTube University and condense it into 1 minute and go viral and get a check. You could get a check off of Instagram. You could get a check off of YouTube. You could get a check off of many of these places, right? You could get a check off of Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, doing whatever you do. You do hair, you do makeup. You got the you know how to put on the fucking lashes and whatnot. You could get money doing that. You know how to put the lace front on, ladies. You know what I mean? You could do money. You know how to lock hair and braid hair. There's opportunities. It's called a creator economy, passion economy, gig economy. You could drive Ubers. You could do Airbnb. You know what I mean? We talked about this extensively in our workshops called the Stream Chasers. We gave you 100 income streams, right? You can find that on ktluniversity.com. But what I decided to do, because I already was able to peek into the future, right? I was able to read the room. I'm like, hold on. I want to talk to my audience, especially the KT aliens, right? The students that you know are amongst us and whatnot, that are here not just to listen, but are here to learn and to apply this information. You know what I mean? One of the best, one of the caveats of doing this is to get those emails, to see people in the streets and they doing good and whatnot, and they like, yo, Red, you helped change my whole situation, my nigga. I was in the cut listening to you. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I applied this shit and I'm lit right now. Yeah, DoorDash, Uber Eats. That's not hard work. You drive around listening to Boyce Watkins and drop off fucking packages all day, my nigga. You was driving around dropping off fucking work before that. And it was work that if you got pulled over, you'd be in the pokey. You know what I'm talking about? And you probably was getting paid less by fucking ghosting these niggas. You know what I mean? So times have changed. There are people, and when I say they change, I don't mean that they just change and they're easy and you could get the easiest dollar that's available and you don't have to assert no type of energy and put in no type of work. I'm like, fuck that. Put your mind and hack this shit. And hack this shit. You got to be able to put your entrepreneurial mind to the blueprint that is out here and be able to tweak it. If there's a job that's out here that's giving you, if they got Uber Eats, there's people that saw DoorDash and they was like, oh shit, DoorDash, I'm just dropping food off. All right, this is how I'm gonna hack it. I'm doing this shit for 6 of these fucking delivery companies. I'm doing DoorDash, I'm doing Uber Eats, I'm doing Lyft at night. You know what I mean? Like they just got to it. And you don't have to be a mathematician to see how some of that shit adds up. But that hustle, it was more sweeter in 2020 during the lockdown. It's not as lucrative right now because of gas prices, unless you Mondem is pushing a Tesla, right? So windows open and windows close. This is about timing. You want to be on time, because if you're not on time, you miss the fucking opportunity. But one of the good things about this new era that we're living in, especially this digital economy and whatnot, is that there's mad fucking opportunities, unlike any other time. Unlike any other time, that's a fact. You just got to apply yourself. I would highly suggest you do it as a group. You should have a fucking team. The same way that they got teams of gangs. Niggas is out here kicking down doors. They got teams of strippers and whatnot. They got teams of scammers and robbers and whatnot. Why you can't have a team of some people that are just out here getting digital money? Why you can't have a team of day traders? Why you can't have a team of investors? Why you can't have a team of crypto experts and whatnot? Why you can't have a team? One nigga's building a blockchain. The other person is dealing with the metaverse. You know what I mean? I seen it take place. I seen my good brother Slice put that together with the biggest crypto play, the biggest ever. So opportunity is staring at us in our face. On Sunday at 11 a.m., we're going to be talking about some of those opportunities. Right now, we are in what is known as a bear market. You niggas would have been mad at me if I did a workshop during the bull season when you couldn't even hop into this bitch because prices were at an all-time high. I'm doing you a favor by showing you how the fuck you could tap in while the market is in a bear, while there's blood on the dance floor and there's a clearance sale. Everything is crashing. That means that the opportunity for you to come in with $1,000 with some of your tax money or with some of the motherfucking money you had in the shoebox and to become a fucking boss in about 6 months, if you apply your motherfucking mind to it, it's possible right now. Whereas a month ago, it wasn't possible because of your perception. Maybe the way that you've seen things, you didn't even see yourself in this space. But now we're in a position and we're in a situation where the motherfucking stakes have lowered and the barriers you're able to walk in like anybody could walk into this bitch. Prior to that, you know what I mean? The fucking gates were very high. You had to climb your way all the way up in order to get up in this bitch. It's not the same. And the window is not going to be open for very long. I don't even know, what are we on today? Thursday? By Sunday, the market might be going back up. Even though they said that the bear season is going to last a little bit long and whatnot. Well, we here to give you some game. We're going to show you how to make the decentralized autonomous organizations. That's a motherfucking DAO. Think Tesla. You know how they got the self-driving cars in Tesla? Well, they got self-driving organizations right now with no humans that are working in there. They got automated organizations that's making millions of dollars right now in real fucking time. All you got to do is set the code up in the smart contracts and everything. You got yourself an automated business. DeFi, decentralized financing, staking, yield farming. There's about 20 different ways to get bread in DeFi and whatnot with real fucking money. Then you got the metaverse that's going to be valued, that's already valued at trillions of dollars and whatnot. The money on the mana is down, Sandbox is down, and all of these other fucking coins are down. Now you got the opportunity to hop up in this bitch. You could buy land right now. You could buy digital real estate right now. You couldn't do that a week ago. You wasn't in the game. They giving you the opportunity to get in the game. Remember, there was a bear market the same time a year ago. There was a bear market the same time a year ago, and people didn't know what to do with themselves. And they missed out, and then they was mad. I don't like when y'all talk about crypto, because you don't got none. I get it. I understand. It's okay. Shit hurts. But chill. You know what I mean? Wait for the next window and hop through that bitch like Ezekiel on Friday. Facts.
To this day.
We are in an opportune time. There's a Scorpio moon coming up on Monday. There's a Scorpio eclipse. There's a blood moon, my niggas. We here to take advantage of opportunity. We're not here to play. We're not here to pity. I'm not going to nobody's pity party. We're not here to run around and sulk and whatnot and blame, oh, sorry, me. No, nigga, this is the fucking time to boss up. Don't let these people put you in fear. They talking about, oh, recession, inflation. Well, that should be even more of a reason to invest and to plant some seeds so something can grow instead of spending fucking $12 on some bread, my nigga. So if my guest is in the building tonight, I want to bring you in here so we can have this convo and whatnot. My good brother Slice, are you here? I saw you earlier and I was building, you know what I mean? I don't know if you had to dip out or whatever, but if you're in the building, please pop up on the Zoom so we could talk to the people real quick.
Yeah, we in the building, brother. What's happening?
What's happening? What's good with you?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. We had a powerful build earlier today with Blue, bro. That was it was dope.
Oh yeah, that was powerful. I had to upload that shit on the YouTube
Had
immediately
to.
after we. Yeah, I was like, we can't have them miss this right here because this is a powerful conversation, man.
That was a how did you miss this moment? Like
That was definitely a how did you miss this moment, but it's on YouTube. I was reading the comments before I even started the live. They was lit off of that. You know what I mean? High level convos, high level, you know what I mean? I love the perspective that everybody brought. It even helped me. It even lessened the seriousness of what I felt that was going on. But I'm optimistic now. I'm definitely optimistic. New music is coming out tonight. Hopefully that music could do something to shift the culture and take people, because people are looking for answers and whatnot. Like I said, the market is where it is right now. But the way that I've been trained, I'm very happy that the market is where it's at right now, because I know what this means, because I know that millionaires and billionaires are made during these bear markets.
yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. So can you quickly explain, to anybody that may be unfamiliar with how this shit works and whatnot, how is it possible that millionaires and billionaires are made during a time such as this, when they're reporting on the news that everybody is losing all of this money and the
Right.
market is losing all of this value, da 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 da.
Right. So one thing we know is, energy isn't destroyed, it's transferred, right?
Yes.
So anytime you see a major downfall or, any type of quote unquote loss, somebody lost. Somebody got the short end of the stick, but somebody, you know, came up in that situation.
Right.
It's a polarity to every time you see something. So when you see that the market is dropping tremendously, you seeing an overall reflection of what's going on energy wise. But it's all about what people doing with that energy, because like the losses that's taken, right? That money had to go somewhere.
Right. It just didn't disappear
It didn't
out of
disappear.
nowhere.
It went somewhere. So like knowing that it went somewhere, it's about being able to position yourself to win in that situation, to be on the receiving end instead of the losing end. That's another thing when you giving. But the cool thing about crypto is so many ways that you can be incentivized to give, incentivized to save, incentivized to create, Um, and I think that's the part of crypto people haven't really seen. They've seen, a lot of the hits that these different cryptocurrencies are taking. And I know it's like, damn, I don't want to be in that situation. But the harsh reality of it is, you know, uh, you're either going to have to go through these situations, or you're going to have to learn from the people that went through it. It's going to be one or the other. Learn from
Facts.
people's situations, like, look at the charts, during these times last year, the year before that. Read into these old articles and see, what past current events happened around this time last year. Look into the history of these different coins and blockchains, and who owned them, and is it a rebrand of another blockchain? It's so much you could do. But that's like, I don't want to take y'all too deep into the rabbit hole. But what I do want y'all to know is, like, what y'all looking at right now is basically just a lot of cause and effect. So, when people see numbers dropping, their natural reaction is to pull out. And why are they doing that? That's out of fear. Now, if it's calculated, it was already a part of their exit strategy. But
Right.
if not, it's reactionary. So you're seeing a lot of people reacting to what they see. And usually what happens?
Panic.
Panic, right?
Right.
Now, if the market starts to go up and they see a lot of green, they're going to do the same exact thing. They're going to react. Oh, it's going up. Let me throw my money into it.
Right.
It's crazy when you think about the mentality of it because it's like, oh, I see it's on the rise. Let me just throw my money into it. Oh, it's falling. Let me pull my money out. It's
Facts.
no balance. There's no balance in moving like that. And we don't realize it because we're treating it the way that we always been used to treating money. So I understand it. But like, it's just a mindset shift once you start getting into dealing with the blockchains and cryptocurrency and realizing that, you know, no matter what the currencies that we're used to is doing, no matter what the stocks are doing, if you can find sustainable assets, asset classes, communities, and ways to exchange value, you can definitely sustain because we can do that with the things you've been talking about, Red. Food, clothing,
Shelter. Right.
shelter, you know, like the necessities. And people think this is imaginary money and we just over here playing video games and shit. I'll be the first to tell you,
Sure.
like, if we are playing video games, we getting paid to do that.
That's a
If we
super
are
fact.
if we are over here just on social media every day, on all day, we get paid to do that. If they say we just sit online and talk all day, we get paid to do that. So I think you have to understand that like it's a way to monetize anything that you're doing. It can be directly, indirectly, it could be right now, or it could be for the long term. Not everything is gonna be right then. So like even when we're creating, you know, I don't create from the mindset of, you know, I just want to create something right quick to do this or do that. I'm thinking about my overall body of work when I check out of here, man. Like I want, you know, I want you to look at my overall body of work and see, you know, growth in it and see how over time, you know, the overall vision came
Right.
about and you can put it together like a puzzle. You know, all these are different pieces of it. So the crypto is the same exact thing. You know, like never put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, you know, you got people who've made a lot of money off Ethereum, but that don't mean put all of your money into Ethereum. You see
Facts.
people make a lot of money off Bitcoin. Don't put all of your money into Bitcoin. You know, you can definitely um spread it out between different assets and asset classes. So you can have a percentage of your money into coins, have a percentage of your money into NFTs, have a percentage of it into virtual land, have a percentage of it just sitting there staking, you know, like you can spread it out different ways and it can hedge. Cause I know right now, like the land that I'm sitting on, 2 ETH is 2 ETH. So I'm still sitting on 2 ETH.
Right. It ain't changed.
It ain't changed.
Right.
And the cool thing about it is you get offers on your NFTs, on your land, on your domain names. So at any point in time, you have a catalog of warm leads that are ready to cash out. All you have to do is accept the bid. It's on the blockchain. You're gonna get it right then. They're gonna get the exchange of they're gonna get basically what they pay for the product. So now everybody's happy. It's been done automatically through a smart contract protocol, and it's nothing to think about. Is nobody you had to trust. It was just like a vending machine. It's just online, a simple transaction.
Facts. So on Sunday, are we going to be laying out these steps that one can take in the decentralized finance world, how to spread, how to diversify one's portfolio?
Definitely, but even more than that, we're gonna throw them in the water. Like we're gonna put them into action right then. They're gonna be able to right during the workshop experience a DAO, experience a DeFi protocol, experience the metaverse. They're going to be able to get all of this experience right in the moment. I like to let people learn from experience, but I also have tangible steps for you as well. So you're gonna get the best of both worlds that day.
Right. And like I said earlier, the timing on this is perfect for anybody who's, intimidated by the market and whatnot because you didn't get in when shit was popping. Well, we just made magic happen and did a fucking reset, my nigga. So now you're able to come in and, you're coming in at the same level that everybody else is coming in because we're in a bear market. So whatever you felt that you didn't have and you couldn't get and you missed out on, you don't look at it like that. The opportunity is here again. It came back around.
Yep.
It came back around. So you could buy quote unquote manna for the low. You could, if you got 30 racks, your ass could own a Bitcoin. Whereas you was getting FOMO like, oh, I don't have a Bitcoin. I'm not part of the new society. Well, 30 racks would get you a Bitcoin right now.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
When it was 10K, they said it was too much. And then
Right.
when they hit like 40K, they was like, hey, I think we should buy it. I think it's time to buy it, man. This is the perfect time. Let's get it before it hit 100K. You know what I'm saying? Now it's back at 30 and it's like,
yeah, then they sitting on their hands and whatnot. So, what I'm saying mentally, the time we giving people the opportune time to understand what this market is, what it's doing in 2022. Whereas the conversation that we was having in 2021, this is a newer conversation because there's more opportunities now. There's more things that we understand now. More windows have opened up. So now you have an opportunity to step up and step in and make some shit happen. Bottom line, while they're trying to put the world in fear, food shortages, inflation, war, everything is fear-based right now. You know what I'm talking about?
This the time for us to get in our bag. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get in our bag right now.
Big bag.
It's too much. It's too much abundance around. Like, and when I say that, it don't mean you just waking up and money just falling out the sky. No, when I say abundance, I'm talking about so much education around, so many resources, so many different ways to get it. And for me, like, it's like I said, it's deeper than the money. Like, I know we can get the money. That's a given. We're gonna need that. But I'm looking at all the shit I can create right now. That's what keeps me excited every day. Looking at all the different things I can take out of my mind and create. And I know that I got assistance out there. What's my assistance? Open source. They're my favorite two words. Open source. When it's open source, you basically have a template or you have a reference point to start from. You have something to build upon. You have a strong foundation.
Building blocks. It's like DNA.
Yep.
All you got to do is edit the DNA and whatnot and tweak it to be something that you want it to be. But the building blocks are already there. That's the open source.
Yes, sir. And we in a beautiful time. Like, it's so many things in the world that's open source. My graphic designers out there, my web designers, my 3D developers out there. Like, you are not alone. I've been there before. Open source. Find you open source marketplaces where you can get access to these different development tools. Pay the subscription. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck that shit. It's worth it. Getting access to thousands of resources to build from. We're working smarter,
not harder. You feel me? So when it comes to, somebody asks in the chat room, do you recommend building your own blockchain?
I recommend building it if you know what you're doing, to have somebody that can do it for sure. But honestly, there's the other side to it too. You got to know why you're building it. You don't want to just build it. Like, if you got a specific reason why you want to build it, or fundamentally what you want it to be,
right?
Yeah, go ahead and build it for sure. Just know why you're doing it, though. Don't do it just to have it,
Right. All right, so I'm gonna take some questions from the chat room. We're gonna allow the chat to ask some questions before we get out of here and whatnot.
So,
but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the lab, I'm doing my research, but like I said, the more I'm researching, the more excited I'm getting, and I'm looking at it, you know what I mean, through rose-colored glasses. And I'm like, fam, this is a fucking come up that we looking at right now. Like we staring a come up. I'm ready to stare this bear in his face because I already know what it is and whatnot. And you know, I'm able to catch up whereas I might have been like, damn, I wasn't on my crypto shit for a minute. You know what I'm talking about? I wasn't on my staking and my DeFi, but you know, I'm confident now. The market is giving me confidence. And I'm like, yo, I could catch the fuck up and you know, we gonna move forward and we not gonna, you know, we not looking back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here pouting, you know, I don't even care what the market is doing right now. What it's doing is offering us opportunities to hop in. So if there's any questions in the chat room, please ask them. We'll take about 3 and then we out of here because we got shit that we need to take care of. What's the top 5 cryptos and plays we can run?
All right, so I'm not a financial advisor.
Yes,
This is
gotta
not
say
financial
that.
advice. Please take anything I say with a grain of salt. You know, but from my opinion, I can't even give you a top 5, but I can give you a good 5 for sure because
Yes.
I think I'll be doing y'all this service just to limited to 5, but I can give you a good 5 to start out with. So, if we talking solid projects, so Kava, KAVA, Ethereum. Ethereum is still Ethereum. When we talking metaverse,
Right.
that
Solid. It's solid.
it got a lot of good reasons.
Use case is crazy.
Tron, I'm gonna say Tron TRX as far as transactions, being able to send and receive money fast,
Seconds and very
access.
fast. Yes.
I'm gonna say Aave, because
Definitely.
I like the protocol for sure.
Right. With lending and
Uh,
all of that borrowing against.
yep. And I say, let me see, last one.
How you feel
Uh,
about XRP?
SRP a good one, but I'm trying to do one I ain't threw out there really
Right.
like that. I'm trying to give it, drop let me oh damn man. That's why it's like when you say 5, it's like 9 million of them popping in my head at one time.
Right.
I'm gonna say Mana though, because you can well up inside the central land right now
Right.
while everything down. So I say Mana, you know what I'm saying? You can mint you some names, you can go purchase you some land, mint you some wearables. You can do a lot in the central land right now that would have been super expensive a few days ago.
Super
So
facts.
I give you them 5 just starting out. And that's just a little, that's not the starting 5, it's not the top 5, it's just a good 5.
I put
Solid
that in
5.
the chat. Yeah, that's in the chat for y'all right there. The under KTL Empowerment, Kava, Ethereum, TRX, Tron, Aave, and Mana. You know what I mean? Make it do what it do. All right. Second question. Can you NFT tangible products? I'm a jeweler. Whew.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Definitely could NFT tangibles. That is very doable. Pull up in the workshop and let us walk you through it. You know what I mean? That is go and get your tickets at ktluniversity.com. I'll just throw it out there right now. It's before you even come to the workshop, I'll give you the freebie. You could tie in the digital version. You could 3D print. You could get a 3D model or a 3D, a 3D model mold of whatever your jewelry is, right? And then you can actually mint that. When you sell the NFT, one of the perks of buying the NFT will be the delivery of the physical product. There you have it. You know, they want to know, what do you think are the top 3 investment opportunities at the moment?
I say definitely any type of CDP, collateralized deposition, just being able to leverage it right, discharge debt, things like that. Um, I will also say metaverse still, um,
Yes.
being able to get you a valuable piece of land that you can actually use,
Right. Some digital real estate,
some
most
digital real
definitely.
estate, and your digital identity.
Right. Definitely your digital identity. You
You
need
know,
that.
your name across anywhere you can go buy your name. You know, your
Right.
ENS, your unstoppable
ENS,
domains, all these
unstoppable. Right.
others.
Dot X, dot crypto, dot NFTs, dot ether, very important. That's why I have red pillar, dot ether. You know what I mean? Chicago helped me with that. Salute to him for that. Um,
Those three, that's a starter kit to get you in the game because you know all this is gonna come back. Everything's gonna come back to the digital identity. So you definitely gonna need that, and then um, it's still way more opportunities than that. That's just three I just threw out there, but it's abundance. It's a lot of opportunities out there. You know,
right. Definitely. One more last one. What does it mean when people are buying virtual property?
so this virtual property, you can basically think of this as a game that can constantly be updated. So when you play a video game, usually it's the same simulation over and over. But with this, you can update this so it gives it more value by being more accessible and being relevant to what's going on, which gives it way more of a realistic user experience. And then if you take it as far as going into VR and things of that sort, then it can get extremely realistic. But with this virtual land, you know, you can literally have events there. You can actually rent out wall space and rent out um, the actual event space like you would do an event space, you know, in real life.
In real life, brick and mortar.
Yeah, with the brick and mortar.
Right.
And you know, there's plenty other ways to monetize it, but just at the minimal level, being able to have a space that people can go to, and it's no limit on the amount of people you can send there. So like,
You can sell music. You can sell
yeah,
wearables.
yeah, yeah.
Um, there's so many things that you could push on it. Anything that could be digitized, any type of thing that could go from atoms to bits. You know, you could put that on your property and monetize it. You could sell ad space, so people could put their artwork on your walls, their NFTs. You get a portion of the sales and whatnot.
And for my
Um,
builders, you know, like you can literally be the contractors
right.
building out these spaces. You
Big
can be the
money.
architect. You
Big
know, I
money.
actually got introduced to an interior designer by a project that we was doing, and she actually built out. Well, no, she actually came up with um the actual what the set was supposed to look like, and then gave it to the builder, and had the builder actually build out a floor to look exactly how she had the set design. So it's so many ways you can implement your skills that you already have right now into the metaverse. You don't have to be playing games, or you don't have to be, you know, directly in this lane or that lane. You can create a lane. You know, it's no fucking rules.
Are you able to share your screen? I made that the last question, but somebody said we need to see results, facts, then we can flip together. Unfortunately, that person may not be familiar with the work that you've already put in. And I'm sure that they wasn't on our last webinar when we went into the metaverse and we showed them our digital real estate. You took them into your spot. You showed them everything, the stuff on your walls. You know what I mean? Like
Yep, yep, yep.
there was already, we've already showed and proved. I saw you onboarding Mark Cuban, a billionaire, recently, about a month ago when you was in Miami. You brought him into the metaverse along with a few other people. You had a Wiz Khalifa concert in the metaverse. So
Yep.
if you're able to share your screen, because everybody is not familiar with your work and what it is that you do, that's understandable and whatnot. If you can't share your screen at the moment, that's understandable. That's cool. I get it. But if you can you just briefly either go to your Instagram page and just show them a few things. Is that possible?
Yep. Let me try to share my screen. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can see my screen.
Yes, you can, sir. It says voxels.
Yep.
Meta V Academy. Yes, sir. Shout out to J Crypto and the guys.
Shout out to the whole family, man. Iggy, Nix,
Iggy, yeah,
Marshall,
they living
DJ.
their best life.
So right here, what I'm taking y'all to is, you know, okay, you got brick and mortars, and then you got digital, ecological,
right?
You know,
clicking orders.
Clicking orders. You feel me? So I don't know if my internet moving a little slow, but
it's moving fast enough for me. Yeah. Welcome to the metaverse, y'all. Hold on. For the people that never been in the meta, welcome to the metaverse. You are now rocking with Meta V Academy.
I'm gonna show y'all something. Like, people make the metaverse seem so hard. I just brought y'all to the metaverse in 3 seconds.
Facts.
Literally. So like, what we have here is, let me see if let me try to refresh this. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me try to refresh this. But basically what y'all see here is our headquarters. Instead of us building a physical headquarters, we all are in different, you know, places in the world. We all in different cities and countries. So we decided to build a digital headquarters where everybody within our ecosystem can meet up from around the world at any point in time via phone, desktop, tablet, VR, you know, anything with a screen, anything that could be charged, you can come in here with. It's not loading all the way up right now, but down here we got a virtual store. You can click on all the items and actually purchase them from down here. We also go back upstairs.
You can access this on a headset as well, right? The Oculus Rift.
Yep.
So it's all immersive.
Yep, it's all immersive. So you'll be able to be in there, replace your eyeballs. You looking around, it's like you really inside of it. Now, mind you, we got like 4 or 5 floors in here. This is our office. We got this area for our production team in here. You know, a little podcast setup and everything. And this is with everything not loaded up. You know,
right.
Like y'all can actually go to it yourself directly from Crypto Voxels and just type in Meta V Space Academy headquarters. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
But so this the youngest crypto play ever loft right here. Shout out to Street Bud, you know what I'm saying? Youngest in charge.
Okay.
That's him on the wall right here. It's low. See, everything loading up now.
Okay.
Whole orange. I click right there. And his video started playing. I bet y'all thought that was a picture, right? Nah, that's a video. Fire. So we talking advertisement. We talking being able to have release parties and, you know, any type of virtual event you can think of. But like, you see everything loading back up now. So we got the Meta V floor mat, Meta V TV. This is the Meta V production studio. So we actually do podcasts, have meetings and everything in there for the production team. Production team got their whole area right here. This is where you can get a consultation with me and my boy Next. This is actually our NFT right here, representing me and him. And then, you know, you click right there. Can it work in the metaverse? Boom, set up the, you know, like this is all this like we talking virtual office. We actually use the metaverse. We ain't in here just playing games. Like
right. That's fire.
We ain't done. Hold on. We got the Legend. We got the Sky Club, YCP Loft. That's what we at right now. Meta V TV floor, the viewing room, lobby, and the stove. So you'll never get lost in the building. I can fly through all this, but I'm walking through here just to show y'all what it's like realistically. Now, this is from South by Southwest. Shout out to the bro Street Bud right here. You know, this our little kiosk we got right here. You know, just showing people, you know, what we've done already. That's ATL Jacob. He actually produced majority of Future album.
Oh, ATL Jacob, and what?
We activated him and Pyrex Whipper in the metaverse.
To this day.
Man, sun is on fire.
Shout out to DJ Filthy Rich in the Roach Motel. Shout out to the bro Bitcoin Rodney.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? This is actually a moment right here. This is actually when we ran into Bitcoin Rodney in Miami NFT week.
Dope.
So these, we just capturing all the moments. And this is on the blockchain. So if we never touch this again, all this will still be here.
Forever.
Right there on the ETH blockchain. Now I'm actually take y'all all the way down to the bottom flow right quick. Hold on. Man, and Red, also, man, I just want to say appreciate you, bro. Like, people need to see this and they need to know that this shit ain't no, this ain't no shit to where we just be talking. Like, I can bring you into the metaverse in 3 seconds. All you gotta do is ask.
That's right.
So on the wall right here, we got How to Not Get Finesse 101. Red was actually a part of this. This is classic.
Right.
This ain't unavailable. We gotta fix that, but it's still online. They ain't take it down. How did you miss this? That was in Chicago. This is a consultation right here. This is a live consultation, and people can go back and watch that anytime. This video right here is still ahead. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we're talking about with the markets is talked about in that video right there.
Nah, that's beautiful, bro.
Then right here, this is from South by Southwest. So y'all can come back and watch this stream. This is a whole 5-hour stream from that day.
Nah, that's lit, my bro. That's lit.
This is the store right here. We got a full-blown store. Everything you see right here is NFTs. That's the shirt from Trap Beckham. We activated Trap Beckham in the metaverse. So this is actually a timestamp of when we did that.
Wow.
Let me go in. So you got the Roach shirt. See that?
January 10th, right? January 19th, 2022, timestamp.
Shout out to my boy Th3rd Gamer, man.
That's classic.
So everything is gonna be on the blockchain. It's all here. Like, we branding ourselves. All of these are different NFTs. You can try them on while you're in the building. You know what I'm saying? You can view it on OpenSea. We got shoes. We got shirts. So much art within here too. Like, shouts out to Roach Motel. So, and we got a few other properties on this same block. Like, we got about a good, I say, about 4 or 5 properties on this same island. But we ain't gotta take up all the time showing y'all that. We just wanted y'all to see that the metaverse is not no far away thing that's coming. Like, we in it right now doing business. Click on this, take straight to the NFT. So like, we're in here running a full business model directly on the blockchain, off of some land that we got, and we this is basically our full headquarters. We got multiple headquarters inside this one building. That's all a part of one ecosystem. So the biggest thing to take away from this is ecosystem as well. If you already have a functioning ecosystem, then the metaverse should be plug and play.
Facts. Nah, that's beautiful, bro. That's definitely beautiful.
And we got neighbors. All my neighbors are whales.
All my neighbors are whales. That's what's up.
And they building around us. So you can actually, the cool thing about owning land is you can network with all the people around you. You can network with them regardless, but you can network with all these different people that have land in the area.
Right.
So this building right here, I think I gotta let it load all the way up, but this was actually customized for the Pittsburgh Knights and Wiz Khalifa. That was the last event we did here. We actually took the G-Meta Arena and customized it just for the Knights. Turned it into the Knights Arena.
Fire.
So you can see the whole arena from right here. It's super realistic. We got the whole one too. gonna show y'all some of the architecture. Shouts out to Knicks. Shout out to 1800 NFTs. Like, we got a solid team of builders, man. It's crazy. And this is with like I said, everything didn't even load all the way up yet. So this, if I refresh it, it'll probably all load up. But we got the skybox seats, and it's mathematically put together a certain way, you know. So if I drop it right here, stand inside the skybox, you see I can perfectly see the skybox seats over there, screen right there. And depending on which skybox seat you in, you're gonna get a different view, but everybody can still see the main stage from where they at.
Right.
So if I want to manually walk out, I can just come out of here, come over here, and now I'm in this skybox seat, looking over at that one. So we could be looking at each other, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna actually try to refresh it and see.
You on your phone or your laptop?
Now just from the laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, so Crypto Voxels actually rebranded themselves as Voxels.
Okay, dope.
So they got CryptoVoxels.com and Voxels.com.
Dope. Yeah, that was a good move.
I don't think it's gonna load all the way up. It's probably my internet, but y'all get the point though, man. It's like, this is like, we in the arena. We literally rent this arena out, and we literally, it's a business model for us to redesign or restructure the arena to fit certain events, just like real arenas do.
Right.
And everything's loading in right as I said. Look at the synchronicity. So this is actually a replay of the live stream where we partner with Wiz and Taylor Gang, Pittsburgh Nights and Mainstream, to live stream directly into this. So this was actually a live stream, and people were in here watching this as it was going on exclusively here on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Y'all can hear the audio?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. So right here, we actually had a live stream of the room. So right here, you can watch the Wiz stream, and then over here, you can watch what was going on in the room. It was streaming that right there. So we had two different views going on.
Okay, that's
and right
fire.
here is the bathroom. You feel me? So we put the bathroom in here. We got the merch for sale, you know, physical merchandise. Click the item to buy. Click that. It takes you directly to the store, you know.
That's fire. People want to know what's the link. They in the chat room asking about the link so they could go and visit or show their children.
Type in, matter of fact, hey, I'm about to send you the link right here on Zoom.
Yeah, you can inbox it on Zoom and I'll drop it in.
Yes,
sir. A word to the family out there in the chat room. Like, one of the reasons why we advocate that you bring your children into these conversations is because the patience that you lack, because you may have an analog mind state, you know what I mean? You're not in a digital world, or you don't have a digital mind state, and nobody's judging that. That's something that the children, the young ones and whatnot, right? The same children that we're telling you that we are attempting to salvage in this dog eat dog, where their rites of passage is to be a drill rapper, a trapper, a gang member, a gang banger. You know what I mean? Their rites of passage is to catch a few bodies and hold it down for the homies and don't snitch. We're like, you know what? If they only had options, if they only had opportunities, if they only had somebody that could show them another way, right? That's why we're like, yo, come and get this information. Each one teach one. This ain't about what, this is about sharing information that's helping to save us. And we sharing it with you so you could help and save others. And you could take this information and you could teach your hood, or you could teach the young ones. And if you don't want to do it, it was whatever. I'm just saying. But we're here to let you know that there's opportunities that are out there in what is known as the metaverse. And we're showing you it in real time so you're not confused when you hear about it, or when these people type about it, or when they write about it and you feel completely out of the loop. We got somebody that looks like us, walks like us, and talks like us, and he's showing you digital real estate properties. He's showing you not only do they have these buildings, but they building these shits out. And they putting things on the walls and whatnot. And we're in the early stage. Imagine what this shit finna look like in a few years when it's really so hyper realistic that you don't even know. You know what I mean? So the children that are out there playing Roblox, the children that are out there playing, they got Roblox and Minecraft. My son loves some fucking Minecraft. You know what I mean? But they're not making money playing these games. They're taking your money and they buying Robux and everything. We're showing you somewhere where not only could they make money, if that's what it's really about, but they could be developers. They could be the ones that are building out these worlds. They could become millionaires overnight if they know what they're doing and whatnot. Give them a fucking chance. That's all we saying. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Don't write them off. You don't know what they ready for. Give them a chance. You might not be ready for this world. And it's understandable. This shit might be too much for you to comprehend. You might want to just talk about the Palladians. You might just want to talk about the spirit world and everything. You just might want to get lost in things like that. And it's understandable. And nobody's here to judge. Hotep, namaste. But what we here to let you know is that there's a whole new world that's being built around us that, as much as you may try to avoid it, it may be hard to avoid it, because this new world is going to, encompass a lot of things in the world that we live in. So what we want to do is get ahead of the curve. We don't want to be customers. We want to be prosumers and owners and builders. So we're doing our part, and that's all we can do.
Bars.
So nobody can never say that we wasn't there and we didn't offer the opportunities. So that's what we here for. Thank me later.
To this day.
Thank me later.
To this day. To this day.
Yeah.
You can still see this?
Yes. We are gods and we are goddesses, and we come from some powerful people. Never again will we allow shit like this to scare us. We're not scared of fucking pixels, my nigga. We're not intimidated by fucking pixels. Was you intimidated when Nintendo came out? Was you intimidated when the Xbox dropped? Was you intimidated when PlayStation came out? Stop allowing stupid shit to intimidate you, and stand on that shit. Stand above it. I don't be understanding this. Our people fear what they don't understand, and it's understandable, but God damn it, everything that gets brought to us, we are so fucking doubtful and scary that we like, nah, that's not for me. I can't master that. I can't boss up in this world. I can't, it's not even if it's not your world, that you have people around you that can boss up. Master all universes, God and goddess. Stand on that shit. Don't let it be taller than you. That's it. I landed my plane. I'm landing my plane. I don't even know if Slice is with us anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right here.
Okay, the brother's still with us, man. You know what I mean? Do you have any words that you want to leave the people with before, I guess the next time that they're going to see us is in our workshop on Sunday. I first and foremost want to thank you for your time. I know that you are a very busy man. You know, the brother came and pulled up, you know, and to be honest with you, you know, I had, you know what I mean? Like, for the love that he has for this platform, the brother had to slow down and what it is that he's doing in his world and building with his team to come and build over here so I can help edify our platform, because that's what they said when I asked them, what do y'all want to learn next? What do y'all want in KTL University? They was like crypto, metaverse, all things digital. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make my good brother an offer, you know what I mean? And bring him on board and whatnot. And to be honest with you, he's out there making major moves. So out of the love that you have for the platform, I really appreciate you for taking your time out and pulling up these past days and doing these shows and chopping it up with us and, you know, sharing some of your expertise and whatnot and helping and assisting our brothers and sisters to help to get on a level and whatnot. So thank you for that, bro.
Nah, I mean a lot to me, bro. Like, you know, I'm doing this because, man, this, you know, I'm an alumni, man. Like, I was sitting there with my notepad at one point in time. I still am, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I do this because, man, this gave me that spark. You feel me? Like, it connected a lot of dots for me. I learned so much. And one of the biggest things I got from you, I remember you said this shit years ago. You was like, man, if you watching all these videos, you ain't applied this shit, don't come to me talk about you be watching my videos and shit. I need to see some action. You said this shit like about 7 years ago, about six,
Right.
7 years ago. I remember this. So I was like, when I ran the red, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up on with results. Like, wait, I ain't gonna pull up just like, nah, this is what it's about. The
And
results.
when I ran into you in Atlanta, you pulled out an iPhone and you showed me augmented reality of, what was that? The war report, man. The Warranteen report.
Yeah,
This brother showed me a 3D rendition of a whole world that he built, and it was on his phone, and he beamed it on the fucking floor, bro. I never seen no shit like that.
To this day.
This was before the metaverse and all of this DeFi and all of this stuff. He came with the AR before all of this shit, and he showed and proved, fam. He just didn't come up to me and give me, yo, you helped save my life, brother. I appreciate you. And don't leave nothing behind. How can you tell a man that he saved your life and you don't even sock it to his pocket? Like, that should be having me feel a kind of way. I'll be like, fam, if a nigga saved my life, I'm pulling out something. I'm at least gonna roll up and we gonna smoke something. Like, you niggas is comfortable saying shit like that to human beings?
And you was doing the Melanin Mondays every week in Atlanta. I was pulling up to all of them.
You was pulling up and supporting, because at the end of the day, this is about each one teach one. All I ask is the people support, because y'all don't know what shit like this be taking.
Man,
I'm not just up here gossiping. I'm not just up here taking news reports from the fucking internet and just repeating it and just talking out the side of my neck, my nigga. Like, I'm putting together real shit.
Hey, on some real shit, when you think about it, right? A lot of them articles they used to do on like albums, right? They had so much time to sit and listen to the album over and over. Like, you gotta respect what they do, what we do, because we're able to research it, digest it, inform for what we took from it,
right?
And then go back and revisit it, all in the same fucking small span of time. And we do this daily. So, man, you know, much respect to you on what you do, because people don't know how much it takes to do this and to do it consistent. I'm not talking about doing it good one time. I'm talking about consistently doing this shit. That's the real strength, being consistent.
Right. But the joy that my heart feels when I see brothers such as yourself, you know what I mean, who pulled up, you had the AR shit, then you start rocking, you did something for 19 Keys, you know what I mean? Then you did something for, I think, somebody else in the camp. And then you turned around and you linked up with another few brothers and y'all created the biggest crypto play ever. Then you create Meta V Academy. Then you on your motherfucking road to perdition, to the riches. You know what I'm talking about? That's what this is about. It's about nothing else but that. Now you are teaching hundreds of others. Your name is ringing. You're an inspiration. People are equating, yo, you one of the developers and the builders in the early, you know what I mean? Your name will go down in history as when this shit started out, you was one of the trailblazers.
Gratitude.
I can't ask for anything else from you, my brother. There's nothing else to ask. That's it right there. It's a fucking touchdown.
Yes, sir.
So whatever you do from this point, whatever you doing, not from this point on, from the day we linked up, I'm like, yo, Slice, I'm running the ball, my nigga. I'm quarterbacking, or I'm drilling for you. Like, I'm running the ball because, you know, I already know where you come from. I know what I know who you represent and whatnot. So it's imperative that you win by any means necessary. And I'm going to utilize all of my resources and the energy and whatever the fuck I need to do to kick them doors down to get you in that door. You know what I mean? Because I know that you're going to do the same for me.
And we can we get one more bomb right quick? I got one more
let's
thing
go.
to say. One more bomb right quick, man. I gotta also say this, man. Red introduced me to Chicago crypto, man. Like, what we talking about? What we talking about?
But you pulled up to Chicago.
Yep. So
you showed that you was like, you got on the plane, you and your team, when we was there for Chicago's birthday. He brought me out there and y'all pulled up like fucking G's, my nigga. And from that point on, it was like, you know what I mean? These are my road dogs. So that encounter with the good brother Chicago crypto, it was fate, as fate would have it. You made that happen. Yeah, I'm the liaison. I'm gonna, if you take
matter of fact, that was the Red Summer album release. I remember like it was yesterday.
Oh, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
To this day.
One of the dopest theme parties I ever seen, bro.
That was fire, bro.
I can't.
That was fire. I gotta get that footage, man. The cameraman, he's a whole sucker. I gotta find that nigga, bro. That was fire.
Yeah, that was legendary, bro.
That's right, man. So, you know, fam, like this is organic. This ain't no, you know what I mean? Like, this is really two brothers building, you know, with their fucking hearts attached to the purpose and the mission. We ain't no fly by night. Like, this is real. Like, so the passion that we put into this movement is the passion that you're seeing is building out the metaverse and all of these things, you know, all of these windows that are opening up. Never underestimate that this shit is happening, and it has a lot of our energy and our spirits attached to it. You know what I mean? I've said it before. All of this shit that's going on in this digital economic reality, I could do a whole lecture on how all of this shit is something that our ancestors and our master teachers, all of them predicted this. And they've been asking for this. Niggas was talking sovereignty. You got sovereignty. You just don't know it. It's right in front, staring you in your face. And it's not one of these fucking funny ass ID cards either. No offense to them. But it's bigger than that. It's being able to, you know, they got Chicago crypto showing niggas how to discharge crypto. When the Moors was running around, oh, you could discharge your Social Security and get a jet plane and all. No offense, but that shit worked for some people and it didn't work for more people. But the game has changed. Like the brother said, energy don't die, multiply. Autonomy is real. You decentralize, KYC, know your customer. There's niggas out there that's sitting on wallets and whatnot with billions and millions of dollars. You will never know about them because they private. They don't need your fucking, they don't need your friendship. They're not gonna hop on the internet and try to be your friend. They don't want to know you. You gotta be in Dubai where they at. Fuck is you talking about? Oh, I don't be seeing people, bro. Why would a nigga make himself known when he's sitting on millions of dollars and somebody could fucking kidnap him and tie him up and take his keys and stuff like that? Why would somebody put that out there? Why would somebody no, people are living in private. There's such a thing called public and private. That's what the whole Moorish thing is about. That's what the whole sovereignty is about. Once a nigga's private, he's low. How the hell are you gonna find me if I'm private? Why would I sit around? You think you can't sit with us? What are you talking about? You're not private. You're a public fucking citizen.
Yeah,
So,
like there's no Forbes for the blockchain because niggas don't want you to know.
right. They don't
Thing
want you to
is, they
know.
don't want you
It's
to know.
anonymity. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know
What you
none of
can
this.
see ain't always what's all just there. So
Right.
whatever, like, you might have your favorite artist, they got their wallet public and shit. Okay, cool. It's $1 million in there, some shit. That's cool. But they real wallet, different numbers in there. I guarantee you.
Facts. You know what I mean? The money is private. The assets are private. The banking is private. They're popping up as avatars. They're doing, they're running around. That's private. Like, you could be anybody. So people are really
We
getting
literally
lost.
hold meetings in the metaverse. Like, we
Definitely.
one for scenery, two for the fact that we can actually have videos embedded into the wall in the metaverse. And I don't care if you're a top hacker, programmer, all that shit, you're not being able to get that link off of it because it's going through Web3. All you can do is watch it, but you're not going to be able to figure out what link, even if you hit inspect code. So that's another, great use of it. And then three, the fact that I can blast this link out to my whole team and all of us can pop in there. It could be like 20 or 30 of us all watching a video at the same time, but we all can interact with each other through voice chat or regular text chat. And what that does is upgrade the experience. And we're not talking about something that's going to overload your phone and have your phone hot and all that. We're talking about something that simply just works inside the browser and is already simply made. And you don't have to sign in or sign up or download nothing. You literally just going into a link and you're in there and it's operating. When people
Right.
give you an idea of the metaverse, that's basically what it is. It should be as simple as being able to just go to it, because that's the interoperability aspect of what we even consider the metaverse, the interoperability. You know what I
Right.
mean? So when we get into like all the other different ways you can get it to it, those are still good because you get high quality, but we willing to take the hit on it looking pretty more so to, achieve the effectiveness. And
The
then obviously if it
effectiveness is,
does look
yeah.
pretty, that shit is gonna be there.
Right. Like, people are so into this vanity shit. They want it to be like a fucking like Call of Duty and whatnot. That's not what we here for.
Right.
We not here for that. We here for the effectiveness of proof of work, utility and whatnot. We ain't here for all of that stupid shit. Niggas is grown people. We not here playing video games, my nigga. We here to build. And on a, we here to build with people from around the world and with a new experience. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody said we should have a conscious party in the metaverse. We can have it once we get once we get the conscious people on board. It's more niggas from the streets, what I would call the knuckle draggers and hood niggas in the metaverse, than there are quote unquote conscious people who's taking advantage of this shit right now. When I went to Chicago with Chicago crypto and whatnot, he was teaching the hood. It wasn't no niggas. It wasn't a whole room full of fezzes and what is known as conscious people in there. He was teaching the hood. They the ones that showed up. When I pulled up to Atlanta to meet up with on my birthday weekend when Chicago was out here, Chicago crypto, and you was there too, Slice. That was the hood that he was teaching.
Yep.
Come on now. Y'all better stop playing. That's all I'm saying, man.
Shout out to Money Man.
Shout out to Money Man. On board in the hood with every fucking song that he makes.
You know what I mean? It's important because like once we get more awareness around it and people start seeing the use of it, it's gonna make sense because I ain't got no agenda. Like I don't care about people being in the metaverse or out of the metaverse. But what they're not gonna do is tell us that we didn't tell them over and over and over, like, hey, might want to pay attention to this asset class over here. We can get in on this early, just throwing it out there. You know what I mean? So I just,
Facts.
I like I said, it's no agenda. Like if y'all wanna, Because the thing is, you don't have to be buying and selling property or building property. Like I said, it's 1,000 different ways to monetize off of the metaverse. Like we got something set up right now where artists actually get spins that count for Billboard and charting directly from the metaverse. So
Right.
we creating different use cases for the metaverse to where it's not just surrounded by some video game shit. Now we implement entertainment, music, video streaming, audio streaming, music publishing and things of that sort too. So now we're able to use this as another vehicle for advertising and for entertainment and for education.
Beautiful, bro. The evolution will be motherfucking digitized. You know what I'm talking about? The evolution will be motherfucking digitized. Don't never say that we didn't call it. You know what I mean? It's been called. It is what it is. You know, good luck to everybody that's out there doing what they do. You know, we let you know where we at and where we at and what we doing. Look out for the Netaverse. That's coming very soon. That shit is gonna be crazy. So, you know, man, with that being said,
Tell
I
them
ain't
how to
gonna
get into the Discord.
can you drop the link for the Discord, Destiny? I appreciate that. If you could drop the link to the Discord. We about 3,000 deep in the Netaverse Discord. We be having some very powerful conversations. Usually every Wednesday we have a clubhouse. The community in there is very supportive and whatnot. You could tap into some geniuses that are inside of the Discord doing a thing, building, networking and shit like that. Okay. So that's the Netaverse Discord. We will have the link available in the chat. And y'all could just go ahead. You don't have to sign up with no money or nothing. It's free. How could we start learning about crypto? You could come to the workshop. This flyer that's behind me. This is on Sunday, May 15th at ktluuniversity.com. It's going to be a Zoom workshop, and it will be featuring the brother right here, Slice X, and I will be the host, Brother Red Pill. That will be 11 a.m. Replay for that will be available for all ticket holders the next day, and you will have access to the replay in perpetuity, meaning forever. You can rewind it, fast forward it, pause it, Google everything that you're hearing and whatnot. It will be an intensive workshop that will be dealing with DAOs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So we could update everybody all of our students about how you could play your part and profit and be able to benefit off of all of these opportunities and these income streams while the market is in a bear market right now. You could take full advantage and get yourself in there. And if that's not for you particularly, you could have your team. You could build it up to where you and your whole team is getting busy. Your family is getting busy. You and your loved one is getting busy. Whoever you want to bring into this world, we are onboarding you, and we're building the ramp so you could pull up and be a part of this movement in real time before this shit gets before the learning curve is too much for us to even understand. So the link is in the chat for the Netaverse right there. You see the name Destiny with the wrench. Click on that and sign up, and we will see you in the Discord for the Netaverse. But I look forward to seeing y'all in class on Sunday. Yes, sir.
Already. So.
All right. So with that being said, we out of here. I'm going to shut it down, and we will reconvene. I'll probably do something maybe Saturday, depending on what the news cycle is looking like. But y'all make sure y'all hit the notifications, hit the subscribe and the bell and whatnot, and you'll be informed when we go live. Okay? And hit that Cash App too. I appreciate y'all, man. Show love. You know what I'm talking about? You want to leave them with anything, Slice?
Yeah, not your keys, not your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Do not leave nothing on these exchanges. Y'all seen what happened with Coinbase taking a hit. Woo. You feel me? If y'all gonna use these platforms, just use them. Don't leave nothing on them. That's all I got.
Yeah,
to say,
don't
man.
move in. Don't move in. Just pass through, my niggas, like a hotel. Do not move in. Have what is known as a cold wallet. Okay. have a cold wallet and store your crypto off of these exchanges. Do me that favor, please.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at SliceIX, SLICEIX. And make sure y'all get y'all tickets for this Sunday. Y'all want to get this information in real time. Y'all want to get these resources that I'm gonna give y'all. If y'all want to be able to get into DAOs and actually be able to use a DAO and see how a DAO works in real time, if y'all want to see how a DeFi protocol works in real time, if y'all want to see how the metaverse works in real time, then pull up to the workshop. Don't miss it. We going all the way in. We dropping these jewels and we giving y'all shit that y'all can apply right now. Because I know everybody like, damn, the market is down, Well, you can get these skills to understand, like, it don't matter what the market is doing. It's about how you position yourself and how are you going to turn that into a play. Are you going to be able to make a play off of that? You know what I'm saying? So get y'all tickets, man. Evolution to be digitized 2022. DAO's DeFi Metaverse. You don't want to miss it. Start a kid DAO, man. Know the ledge. Know the ledger. You heard me? Legendary. This shit is legendary.
That part.